Hello everybody and welcome to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is Smooth Operative and you are watching Time Capsule. It is the show where we travel back in time to your favorite years in gaming and showcase awesome speedruns of games released in the same year. Tonight we are rolling back half a decade to the year 2019 with speedruns of Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn and later Dicey Dungeons. But as always, before we begin, let's cover those announcements, shall we? First of all, as we begin our revamped Hotfix seasons, make sure to join the official GDQ Discord and add yourself to the new Hotfix role, where you can keep tabs on upcoming events, talk with staff and showrunners, and lots more. Don't be shy, the more the merrier. You can use the command Discord in the Twitch chat for more information. The GDQ Hotfix is also very proud to present its first Asian American and Pacific Islander American Heritage Month celebration. Join us this weekend, May 18th and 19th, for 2 full days of showcases, speedruns, and of course, celebrating AAPI heritage. You can use the command AAPI in our chat for more info. That's all the announcements I've got for you right now, my friends. So let's kick off tonight's episode of Time Capsule, shall we? Here to speedrun Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, please welcome Rex BMX. Hey, Rex.
Thank you for the intro.
Of course.
So welcome. My name is Rex BMX, and tonight I will be running Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn for the 3DS. This category is any % no-level skips. Throughout the run, I'll talk about more like the different categories and what this one means specifically. I don't think I have anything else to add. I think we're good. So
yeah, whenever you're ready, Rex, of course.
I'll do it.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. So I'll do a countdown. I'll do 3, 2, 1, go. On go, we'll go. All right.
Are y'all ready to go?
All right. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So we're going to start out by skipping some cutscenes. The cutscenes in this game are very beautiful and very cute, but we won't see any in this run because we can skip all of them. Also, text boxes. There's only like 20 in the game, and luckily we can just skip through all these really quickly. Throughout the run, I'll be making a lot of comparisons this game to Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii. So this is like an enhanced port of that game. So a lot of the things are the same, and then just a few extra things. I don't know if I'd call them good things, but they added more stuff. We'll see that a bit more later. Interesting thing that makes this game and Kirby's Epic Yarn stand out a lot is that this game, Kirby cannot inhale enemies and get copy abilities. So he's kind of reduced to a basic moveset. But when they made this game, they kind of reversed that decision. They're like, no, let's add those back. So I think the biggest thing that changes this run from that of Kirby's Epic Yarn are the hats. And we'll see that momentarily. Another cutscene we skipped. Oh, and that was Patch Castle. It's already over. Very basic level with some pretty fun movement. Whenever we go from a standstill to moving, to turn into the car, which is the fastest way of moving horizontally, is regular Kirby. You need to do 2 right inputs. And one nice thing about this game is that because it's on a 3DS, you're able to use the circle pad, and holding right on the circle pad counts as those 2 right inputs, so you don't really need to stutter. Also, holding the same direction on the circle pad and the D-pad count as the 2 inputs you need to move really quickly. So if you compare the run of this game to one like the Wii, you may notice that the Wii, like, they kind of stutter whenever they start moving. In this game, it's instant. Going into our second level, which I'll be honest, I'm blanking on the name, Fountain Gardens. Thank goodness for the bottom screen for telling me what it was. So this level introduces the first hat that that this game has, but we won't grab it. There's 6 hats total. Only 3 that we're going to use. Only 3 that are useful, and one of them is what we're basically going to use for the entirety of the run. The one that this level introduces that we're not using basically allows you to make yarn balls, which you can throw at enemies or destroy blocks. A lot of the things we're going to get are movement based, so it allows us to scale heights really quickly and skip a lot of things. I'll talk about that more later. But now we're a tank. This section is pretty much just hold right and spam B to launch missiles out. I will say this was like the coolest thing when I was 10 years old playing the Wii game.
I was about to say, this is pretty extra epic to me, but I guess this is normal behavior from the game.
So a lot of the levels, especially towards the ending of some of them, they have power-ups that were both in this game and the original Wii version. This one is, they start off in the biggest right away, which is the tank, and I think we'll see 2 more in this world. At the end of every level is a wheel, and you can either save or lose a lot of time depending on when you hit the wheel. So there's 6 pegs, I guess you call them, 6 notches, and you want to hit the bell on the wheel right as one of those notches is right at the top, or right around there. If you're just a few frames early or a few frames late, you might lose up to like 5 seconds. So it's definitely something you want to practice if you're getting into either of the games. Moving into our second level, this is Flower Fields. We will be getting the power up here and holding it for 2 levels. And that is, don't actually know the name of this, but it's a sword, basically. This basically allows us to grab things from slightly further away and skipping some animations, as well as clearing through enemies really quickly. That is Prince Fluff. Another change that was made between the Wii version and this game. The Wii version had 2-player, and this game it didn't. There is no 2-player at all. Instead, he is a helper character that'll give you either beads or extra lives if you're playing the mode where you have lives. Another difference between these games and a lot of other Kirby games is that Kirby does not have an active life bar right now. If he gets hurt, or he falls off an edge, or into lava or something, he'll be placed back to where he was last standing and losing some beads along the way. Beads aren't really used for anything in this run. It's really just cosmetic stuff. And you only buy those in the 100% category. On the topic of beads, I know we have some Kirby's Epic Yarn runners in here, and they may have noticed that I'm not really going out of my way to avoid beads. So in that game, whenever you finish a level, the bead counter starts ticking up, and there's no real way to speed it up, as far as I'm aware. So the less beads you have to count up at the end of the level, the faster you can get out of the result screen. So there's I know there's some levels where generally there's some levels where you try to go beadless. So at the result screen, you can just get out of it immediately. In this game, we can just mash A and we'll get through it really quickly. So collecting extra beads doesn't really change the route here at all.
Kirby is not a Mardi Gras fan. Got it.
Moving into Rainbow Falls, there's some waterfalls right here, going in both directions. For the ones that go right, they can push us further right. So I'm trying to avoid the ones that are going left and ride the ones that are going right. already have our third power-up. I guess I didn't really talk about the UFO in the last level.
I was about to ask, were you wearing a little tinfoil hat at one point?
So the hats come with the... So the hats are the power-ups that this game has added, one of the 6. And that's the one that comes with the sword power-up. They all have their own names, like of a specific material. The only one I know of, like the actual name of, is the most important one. We'll be getting that in the next level. But that's the sword, and that's the sword hat. The one we get in the next level will pretty much be riding throughout most of the rest of the game, and it is easily my favorite. Even just playing casually, it's so much fun. For here, a lot of the optimization comes from trying to avoid going up or down slopes, so staying in the air for a lot of time. The penguin moves right automatically, and that's where the end of the level is. But also, if you're on the ground, going up or down, some of your speed is going vertical, and you'd rather just have all of your velocity going to the right. Nearing the end of the first land, grassland, with one of my favorite levels, Big Bean Vine.
Okay, let's check it out.
So we're ditching the hat that we had before and replacing it with nylon. This allows us to scale up further than a normal jump would, and allows us to do some really cool skips, especially in this level. This level is one of the few ones in the game, I can only think of 2 actually in the game, that are vertical, which complements this power-up very well. There's a little skip there where you're supposed to hit that guy and then go into the background and do some platforming, but you can just, with this power-up, just go on that guy and right up to the top there. We do have to wait for this guy to carry us up, and whenever you stand on these balloons, he'll slow down for a little bit, and balloons will lose a bit of air. If they lose all their air, then it'll pop. So I try to stay off those balloons as much as possible. And that's Big B Vine. The movement...
That did look like fun platforming, for sure.
The platforming in this game it's great. And I'd say it's a really easy speed game to get into. There's no big skips or glitches or anything to do. A lot of it is just movement optimization. So it rewards you very, very heavily on just playing and practicing the game and getting to know the layouts of all the levels. So it's a very rewarding game to play.
So would you say, Rex, that it was, by that logic, easy for you to get into?
Yeah, I would say so. I'm trying to think of how I first started. I did my first runs...
Yeah, I'm curious.
At around 2020, 2021, and I think I just played it casually, and while I was casually playing it with this power-up nylon, I was like, this would make for a really good speedrun. And I tried it, and yes.
Nice, that's how it starts, right? You get ideas, and you just gotta get in the game and see what happens.
Exactly. So we're moving to our first boss. This is Fangora, giant scary dragon. Whenever he starts doing one of his attacks, he'll always start by blowing you over to the left. Actually caught me off guard there. If you're all the way to the left, you can start moving over really quickly. And we'll see the use in that on the next phase. I'm going to do a little skip right here. I'm going to hold one of these fire bars. I'm going to grab him, hit him with it. And what that does is it skips the... normally he would have to go flying up again in between phases. So we did kind of like a mid-phase skip. Saves like 10-15 seconds by hitting him again right there.
Nice.
I was a little afraid I was losing the hat. They are on a timer, so when they start blinking, that's getting pretty close to when they despawn. But luckily I had just enough time, so we're good.
So if you do lose a hat, is it easy to get it back, or like how do you find it again?
It depends where you lose it.
Mm.
The best place to lose, if you are going to lose your hat, it would probably be in a place right before the other hat. You can get it again. I don't think the nylon is available in the next world, so it's very good that I was able to keep it throughout the neck.
So then, if you lose it and you go to the next world, do you just kind of adaptive strats, like find a new hat and make it work? Okay, right on.
Or I would just do the normal movement. Without nylon, a lot of the movement is very similar to just the Wii game's movement, because there's no hats in that game.
Okay.
But I'll be honest, I haven't not run that game yet, so I'd rather.
Oh, you said yet. Does that mean soon?
Maybe. The 3DS is kind of my baby, so a lot of the games that I run are for this system, so I'm very focused on this. But yeah, maybe. I still have a few other categories I would like to play in this, and get record in first, before I move on to any others.
Yeah, because you just got record in this like not that long ago. Correct?
Yeah, it was like about a month ago, the time of 1:27:09.
Amazing.
Pretty proud of that time.
Yeah, I mean it's cool though, like to be working on a run for as long as you have and making it to the top. That's gotta feel good, right?
An interesting thing about, I guess, this leaderboard compared to a lot of others. So there's only 4 people that have submitted to this category, and me being one of them. But the top person has always been like way ahead of everyone else. So even though there's 4 people, like there was always like one really optimized person. So I was still able to have a lot of competition, and every time I got really close, it would be pushed even further.
Oh wow!
I remember before this run, I had one where I was, I think, 2/3 of a second behind the record, and an hour later he improved it by like 40 seconds. So he saw I was running and then pushed the finish line even further.
That's fun about friendly rivalries, though. You know, you have friends and then you push each other to do better. So
Right.
That's exciting. I hope that, the community is at least friendly, being so, maybe small, 4 members for this category.
And we don't have our own like Discord server or group, and pretty much every person, who's run this game has also run Kirby's Epic Yarn. So we've kind of stolen their Discord too. Like we post our stuff there too.
Y'all hijacked the Discord. I love it.
These fireballs are, I think, what the first element of RNG in the run. Luckily, there's very few luck elements that we need to worry about. But that's the first case, like those enemies right there, how high those fireballs can spit up. Sometimes you'll get really lucky and they'll all be super low, so you can just jump over them, or they'll all be really high, so you can just go under them. But if they're kind of in between, then you just spin and get rid of him. It doesn't lose too much.
That's good.
I love it.
I like this level. Kirby's like a little fire truck or something.
And now we've got to escape the volcano, because it's erupting right now. So the lava's rising. We gotta make sure it doesn't catch us. But luckily with nylon, it's pretty easy.
I'm curious why they call it nylon. It kind of looks like a blue chef's hat to me. Maybe it's just made of nylon?
I think so. I know once I finish this level, I can check. I made notes with all the hat names.
Oh, okay.
So there's the bobbin, which we won't get, but I'll try and point out. That one essentially acts as like the yo-yo in some other games, like Kirby Superstar. There's the button, which I don't know why it's called, which is the bomb ability. Bombs just look like black buttons. There's the knitting needles, which we will see at the very end of the... No, scratch that. The knitting needles allow you to create yarn balls. That was the one on the very first level that we just completely skipped over. The marking pins, we'll see that at the very end of the run. The wire, which is the sword one, which we saw very briefly, and nylon, which is best. This one.
The absolute best.
Also,
We're not saying nylon is a magical fabric, but, you know, maybe.
it's also kind of a blessing that it also has the best hat, too, of all of them. So we get to see the blue hat for the whole run.
Oh, you know, now that you're in this level, it looks like a hat made of gems.
I never thought of it as gems, but I can see it, especially with all the crystals in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like similar color too.
This area is kind of like a maze, but as long as you know where to go, it's really easy. This level has a few cycles that we'll have to wait on. So in just a moment, it won't really matter how fast I go. So from here on out, I can just kind of take my time, because even if I go as fast as possible, I'll still have to be waiting a little bit. Yeah, right here, gotta wait for this big hill to come down before continuing. And then this area can kind of mess with you, especially a lot with the Wii game and not without having the movement opportunities this game does. With nylon, it's a breeze. I don't think this is our last special ability. I forget the name of this one, but it basically just allows us to dig through cotton. I think it's the only time it's used in this run, but essentially for this area we just hold right. That's pretty much it. There are some really cool... I guess I haven't talked about the treasures yet. So each level has three treasures you can collect. There's 2 furniture pieces that you can collect and 1 music disc that you can listen to that has the soundtrack for the specific level.
That's cool that they even have that available.
But for this category, a lot of them are out of the way, and it also takes a bit, like an extra half second to scroll through them on the results screen, so we don't get any. But I know there's some really cool treasures and some cool levels that use that one.
Well, I guess if you go into like other categories of the game in the future, you'll probably find out more and more where all of that stuff is.
I have done, at the time of this, I have done 1 run of all treasures, which is typical first run, but the goal is to get record in that soon, eventually too.
Nice, yeah.
We're moving into Dino Jungle, and this is kind of where this game doesn't have much opportunity for like routing differences, because you just have to go through all the levels in like the same order. But I know the other person, former record holder, he had a different hat in here, and I'll make sure to show that off as we get further towards the end of the run. We'll be able to see it. But I like keeping nylon here. I find nylon really useful in the levels surrounding this one, and it seems to be just about like the same amount of time. Like if you keep it for the other levels versus like the benefits the other hat gives you.
That's cool though, because you're kind of making it your own run and doing it your way.
So I guess we'll make a note on like the huge gaps of water in this level, and eventually we'll see why the other hat's so good. Nearing the end of the level. Another really nice thing about Nylon is that you can spin, which gets rid of enemies and needing to pull things. So I'm able to get through those tight quarters a lot faster and safer than if I didn't have it. That's a good wheel there. That's probably about as fast as you can do it. Because the wheel finish right as Kirby reached the spot he needed to do the little dance. So that was good.
Dino Jungle, that was good.
There is another little luck element that I only recently learned about. So the guy we just saw on the screen, who's like, I want to show you my brothers, come visit us. That message will randomly appear throughout every time you finish a level until you go visit him in the starting area. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem worth it to actually go say hi to him, so you just kind of have to deal with his messages and hope he doesn't try to call you too much.
Just leaving him on read.
But he keeps sending messages. He needs to take the hint.
He's desperate for friendship, you know? Kirby is a likable little pup.
I'd hang out with him. So moving into our second boss, this is Hot Wings. And this boss is it's kind of a cakewalk with Nylon. There's these things, these little birds that Hot Wings will shoot out, and you're supposed to grab the little birds, turn them into balls, yarn balls, and then fling them back at Hot Wings. But with Nylon, you can just smack them, and it makes this the easiest boss in the game. You actually don't even see like the little minions he sends out of how quickly you do it. And that's it. It's the second boss.
Nice. That was a cool boss. I like the design a lot.
Which area that he starts to land from, like when he's coming down from the top, he can appear on the left or the right. As far as I'm aware, it's random. But if you have headphones in, you can listen, and you'll hear like the swooping sound on your left ear, and you'd be like, oh, he's to the left, so you can kind of prepare for it.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty easy for you since you are wearing headphones. Nice.
That was Hotland. I was going to say overall pretty cool world, but it was pretty warm, to be honest.
But love it. So we're going to Sweets Land of some kind?
I think it's Sweetland. That's the name. I think that's the name.
Sweetland, okay.
I should definitely know the names more than I should, to be honest.
I do love sweets, so let's go.
So this is Toy Tracks. This whole level is toy themed. There's some really cool cycles you can make. I got the fastest cycle. As long as your movement's good, it helps you like with the whole rest of it. That jump is really tricky to make, but I'm glad I got it first try. Made it look easy. And with boost in platforming potential, normally you need those giant robots. You kind of need to wait on them for that area, but you can just skip them. There's a little section there where you can repair the teddy bear, and then he's like a little platform that can send you up, but unfortunately in this category, it's faster to just not help the bear. So.
Dang, so we're just gonna leave the little bear crying. So sad. Meanwhile, Kirby's like, first class train here. Sorry, little bear.
Now we're on to the most thrilling part of the run, the train. I think there's two more levels. In some of the other categories we'd see the train, but this would be the last time we see it here. I guess another thing to talk about is that each world has 4 levels that are required, and then a boss. And if you get enough beads after finishing the boss, you can do 2 more levels. There's 2 extra levels in each world that we won't be seeing in this category because they're not required. But a lot of those utilize the power-ups a lot more, like the tank, the penguin, and the train.
Are the bonus levels kind of cool looking? Like, what are the themes there?
The themes are really cool. Here, I know in this world there's like a dark manor, so it's kind of like in Mario games where you have like Boo's Mansion. That's kind of what this one is. And then there's like enemies you can grab that are like basically almost like light bulbs. So you carry them around and you can see where you need to go. I really like that one. And
oh yeah,
with this power up, that level's also really fun too. Nylon just adds so much to the game.
It's your favorite.
This hat, like this one thing, completely changes the game in so many like minor ways. I know, like if I started to look at like Kirby's Epic Yarn, I'll just like start like naturally try to skip an area and then realize, oh yeah, I can't do that. I don't have nylon.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be tricky, going back and forth between the two.
So we're at the end of Mushroom Run. This level's kind of out of place in the theming. You know, Sweet's theme, like.
I was gonna say, did we go somewhere else? I'm confused. Where's the candy? Hello.
And even on like the map, like the world map, this has like its own little area. Oh, introduce to my brothers. No thanks.
Please. Rax, come on, we're begging you.
Another thing I guess I mentioned, difference between this and the Wii game, is that the 3DS has 2 screens, and for the bottom screen, they essentially just make it like a level select. So how it works here is as soon as I get a patch after finishing the level, I just throw it, and then on the bottom screen I can just select the level and instantly start it. But in the original, each level has like their own door somewhere on the world that you need to go to, and then there's a certain spot that you need to throw the patch to. And I know someone else who's run the game would be able to explain it better than I could. But when you throw the patch to do like the little cutscene to start the next level, the camera kind of has to scroll over for a little bit and then scroll back, so you don't really have control for a little bit. So in that game, you want to try and get close to where you throw this patch, so that the camera doesn't have to scroll as much. But since we're not going to a specific location on the world screen, we're just tapping something on the bottom. It's faster to just throw it immediately.
Okay, right on.
That's one of the few cases where I guess it might be a little bit of a time save. I was very close to the spot where the patch needed to be thrown, which is that little light blue dot. So the path it had to take was very short, and like the cutscene was able to start sooner. I guess I kind of went right past the Sweets level. That one has a really cool.
That's okay.
That one has a really cool treasure with the so there's this cake, and the treasure's on top of the cake, and normally you're not able to jump up there, like the cake's too big, but you have that one power-up that allows you to allows you to dig through it. So you have to dig a path through the cake, and then lose the power up, and then scale the cake again as normal Kirby to grab the cake. With Nylon, you could just scale the cake and skip that whole thing. So I will admit, it does make that specific treasure less unique and stand out.
Still, you get to scale the cake, and that's pretty epic.
All right, we're reaching the third boss. This is Swashini, and there's a pretty cool one cycle strategy that I'll be going for. Saves a lot of time.
Ooh.
So,
All right. Fingers
hopefully we get it. Alright, so in the center of the stage is like a slot machine of sorts. Luckily, like with the slot machine, whatever it lands on is kind of what he does for the turn. Luckily, it's always the same order, so there's no randomness in it. Very first thing he's gonna do is this hat attack. So he's gonna get up, crawl up into one hat, and then two more are gonna appear, so 3 hats total. And then you kind of have to follow the hats to see where he is. If you look at the bottom of the screen, the Waddle Dees are following it, so right now he's in the right one. We actually don't want to hit him here yet. If you do pick the right one, then you have a chance to do one of the 3 hits that he would need. Or actually intentionally not hitting him now, so we can do all the hits right here. So I need to collect 3 cards right here. So there's the first 2, grab the third, throw it, and now we kind of have to do some item management. Because all of these cards and the nylon will despawn if left for too long. The nylon's just kind of on him, so I'll wait a little bit. There we go. That's it.
Nice. So we had kind of a evil magician on our hands. If you can call anything in this game evil, like it's so
Right.
cute, right? Good job.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not as well versed in Kirby lore. I want to know who the little blue buddy is.
So that is Prince Fluff.
Oh,
In the Wii game, if you play as 2 players, he's the second player that they can play as. Has the same abilities as Kirby, as far as I'm aware. And I think he's just like the ruler of this of Patch Town, I think or Patch Land is the name of this whole world that we're with all the levels. So he's like the ruler of this area.
so he's kind of exclusive to like the Kirby Yarn series. Okay, right on.
I could be wrong about this, but I feel like I heard that during development, like he was going to be the main character, and then eventually Kirby got added. And then I guess they changed a lot of the enemies to fit Kirby theme. So I feel like I heard somewhere that this was originally going to be a Prince Fluff's epic yarn. But then it got changed to Kirby. Don't quote me on that.
Kirby is just doing Prince Fluff's dirty
Yep.
work.
Well, he's also handing Kirby some of the hats and the power-ups, so he's still contributing. We saw him right there really quick, but looked like he was just having a fun time in that little pond.
He's just along for the vacation. Look at this level. My goodness.
I guess I'll take this time to talk about version differences. So for as far as I'm aware, there's no region differences. Maybe like how many text boxes there are, but there's so few, and they're pretty much all at like the start of the run. Like we wouldn't have to worry about anything right now. And if there are text differences, you can just mash A through them. It's not like scrolling text boxes. So
That's good.
If there is like a region difference, it's tiny. It's so small. But there is a digital versus physical difference. I can't say the... Oh, I didn't mean that one. Alright, switching back to nylon. Luckily there's another nylon head right there. So digital is faster. Pretty much every time you load in, you load something, so switching between worlds, loading a level, leaving a level. So if you do consider trying this game, which I would recommend, it is a very fun and easily it has a low skill floor, I guess I'll say. It's very easy to get into. I would recommend getting digital. The physical versions, I guess because the game was released so late, and there's, I think, only like less than 1 million copies were sold. It's kind of on the rare side, and I just checked price charting before this run, and a loose copy goes right now for like $80. And that's just the game cartridge. Like that's not the case. I think the case and the manual too, it's like 85 to 90. But
wow, that's a lot for a game. So a 2019 game, but like a 3DS
right.
game, wow.
But thankfully, there are methods to get games digitally that may or may not override that price tag. I don't know what I'm able to speak about to get it, but I'm sure a quick search can tell you how to get games for the 3DS digitally.
Yes, I'm sure if you consult the internet, you'll find something.
So I was on physical for a little bit, and then I switched to this. So when I first started running this game, this is a cool level, by the way. When I first started running this game, it was about 2 years ago, I think. Here's a big skip you can do right here with nylon. About 2 years ago, I was running physical, and eventually I got the physical version world record, which was like, woo!
Congrats.
But there were only like 4 people still on the leaderboard, and I think, and the top person who was like 10 minutes ahead of me, but that person had digital. I was like, physical version world record, like, woo. I was like, I'll still count this as a win. And then eventually I was like, trying to get back into, I'm like, how optimized was this actually? Like, I'm like 10 minutes behind this time, but I'm like, there's no way like the difference is 10 minutes, and I don't think it is. Maybe like one or 1.5 between versions. So I got digital and I started running again, and yeah, a lot of the time save just came from optimization. So then I went for not physical world record, but just world record, and I got it like a month ago. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's extra epic in my opinion.
I see what you did there.
I can't help myself. Y'all know me.
Yeah, this hat is exclusive to the 3DS version. There's 6 different hats we can collect. This is the nylon power-up and hat. Just reading chat. I was doing a thing here earlier where I would try and get hit, grab nylon, and damage boost through this eel. But when you get hit, the hat kind of goes through in a random direction. And if it doesn't go like straight, if it doesn't go left, up, down, or right, and it kind of goes in some weird like diagonal direction, it's really hard to re-grab it again, especially in the water. So I just wait a little bit. And probably like the little animation you have to wait for that you get whenever you re-grab a hat anyways. It's probably the exact same amount of time, but I don't get hit. I didn't talk about this guy, the dolphin.
Oh, hey.
Actually, I think this one might be my favorite. The movement's very snappy, especially when you press B to do the little spin right here.
Yeah, we're cruising. I like this one.
So that was Deep Dive Deep. Kind of destroys the A button a little bit, all the mashing you do to quickly get through the swimming, but it's fun. Going to our 4th boss now. And I'm gonna pretend like I know the name, but just kind of delay the intro a little bit until the name appears so I can see it and say his name correctly. And it's, of course, Capamari. That was not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say
Capamari.
I was gonna say like Kalahari, but that is a water park.
You're well versed in the parks, aren't you, Rex?
Very much so. Alright, so the first phase of this guy is a giant hat, and we have to ruin his day. We're gonna take his hat off. So he has one string, and we pretty much just have to hit the string over and over, and eventually it'll unravel itself. There's 3 tentacles that'll try and come out that'll try and grab us, and probably we don't let that happen, because they throw you to the opposite side of the screen, and then you lose nylon, you have to grab it again. But thankfully it's not an issue this time. So now he's really mad, because we destroyed his hat. I would be too, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Little skip here. Little cool thing you could do with nylon. You can spin immediately, and sometimes you'll get him. Another little luck place after he makes the entire screen black. He'll hover and run around one of these 4 cannons. So you can kind of pick one side, pick 2 areas to stay from. And if that's where he reappears, then you'll be able to do like a really quick hit on him. We'll see him again later. And then the second time you hit him, he's weakened, so his yarn strands are a lot thinner. That's how you're able to tell where he is the second time. So that's Waterland, and now we're going to Frozen Waterland.
Frozen Waterland. I didn't know we had to bring jackets. Come on, it's a summer suit.
Yeah, this sweatshirt's a little thin, so I don't know if it'll cover it, but luckily we won't.
Yeah, bundle
luckily
up.
We won't be here for long. I'll make it through.
I love how Little Prince Fluff just walks with so much purpose. Adorable.
This way to Snowland. I know where it is, I'll lead you. You can get trapped in these snowballs, and we'll see that in just a moment. I'm very surprised I bonked on that one earlier. Surprised I didn't go in it. See if I skip this guy. Ooh, just barely made it past. That's close. We're gonna spin over this guy. Roll on top of this one. And there are some big gaps, but luckily the two things, little platforms, there's beads right above them that mark where they are, so that makes that easy. Some really cool movement here. Looks easier than it is, or it looks more difficult than it actually is. It's not too bad. Here it's faster to just get in the ball and just mash the D-pad and buttons a bunch to get out of it, rather than having to wait on the ball.
That's kind of a fun way to exit the level. All right, Snowy Fields done.
Yeah, as someone who like just kind of naturally looks for like ways to do things quickly and kind of speedrun games, like even just casually, Nylon's really fun. I guess I will say the copy abilities, talking to chat, I don't know how necessary they are. It is kind of, I will be honest, it is kind of a weird addition. Like when they released the Wii game, it's like, this is the gimmick where you don't have copy abilities. And then when they did this one, they're like, hey, guess what we added? But Nylon is fun, so I'm cool with this. I guess I will mention, I haven't mentioned another, aside from the power-ups, the other biggest change between the Wii game and this, which we won't see in this run, is Devilish Mode. So I guess when porting this game, they decided this cutesy game where you don't have a life bar, and so you're not stressed out about it at all. Wouldn't it be nice if we added a thing where a guy chases you in every level? He has his own theme, so it kind of gets rid of the level theme, and you have lives. And if you run out of lives, then you have to start over. So what if we added stress into this stress-free game? Yeah, that's how we got Devilish Mode. And in order to 100% the game and get all the treasures, you have to get through all the levels without getting hit. So,
whoa, so it's like a whole single segment?
So each level you get, you kind of get 5 lives. It's a star, and then the star is 5 segments. And every time you get hit, you lose a segment. And then when you finish the level, there's like this map of the star segments. And every 5 you get a treasure. But there's one treasure that you need every single one for, requiring you to do every single level damage list. And for the levels that we're seeing, that's not really an issue, but for some of the bonus levels, it is kind of a huge pain sometimes. But we won't see that here.
So do people run Devilish Mode, or has it been done?
So, Devilish Mode is only in 100%, because 100% requires you to get everything, but the other categories don't require it, so it's only for 100%, and there's only one person that's done it so far. eventually, when I run that category, I will have to go through the fun of that. So.
Oh yeah, that's going to be extra epic as well.
This level is essentially just an auto-scroller. Just as the penguin the whole time. It's a nice little break.
So this is kind of like a snowboard now instead of like a surfboard.
I guess so.
Have you ever been snowboarding, chat? Have you ever been snowboarding, Rex?
I have not. I tried skiing, like 10 minutes of skiing. I've been tubing, and that's where which is basically you just go down a hill and like kind of like the tubes that the lazy river has at a water park, which that's fun. And that's where I tried skiing, and I guess I couldn't figure it out. But I would like to try eventually.
I've never tried skiing before. I'm a little scared. I've done snowboarding before, and I was okay, but I fell on my face in the snow quite a lot. I'll be honest.
Moving to the next level, which is not stalling because I definitely don't know the name. This level is, of course, called Frosty Wheel. Yes.
Of course, like obviously, right?
So this one's really fun when it goes well. This level is entirely made out of ice, and whenever you go down a slope, you gain speed. So a lot of this level is pretty much just speed conservation. So we'll want to keep this for as long as possible. I could have kept it there, but that was a pretty long time anyways. There's no really quick way to get through there. You just kind of have to... you could wait on the cycles, but they don't line up like as the fastest way to get through it. So what I kind of did was probably the best, just turn into an ice cube and then break yourself open by mashing a bunch.
Words to live by.
And then once again, like there's lots of slopes, but we're trying to just have all of our velocity go horizontal, so we're not spending any of it like going up and down, because the level's all the way on the right, and we want to put all of our speed and all of our energy into going to the right. But then I landed on a guy and I lost all my speed, so oh well.
It happens. Yeah, no big deal.
Alright, moving into the fifth boss of the run. This is King DDD that we're fighting.
Oh, familiar face.
I guess a big difference, I guess I forgot to put this in my notes. A big difference between this and the Wii version is that in the Wii game, there's a two-player strategy where I guess I'll wait like 5 seconds. It'll make sense in just a moment. Alright, so that thing above him, there's 4 things that we need to grab. And there's a strategy in the Wii version where both players grab 2 of those things at the same time. So it essentially turns a 4 cycle or a 4-turn fight into a 2-turn fight. Because this game doesn't have 2-player, unfortunately we're not able to do it. As far as I'm aware, this is the only level where the Wii version can get through it quicker, like the original game.
Right. I mean, I feel like, how would you even 2-player on the 3DS? So I guess that makes sense.
I guess maybe they could have tried like a download play.
Oh yeah, something like that maybe. Actually, it would have been really fun. What's up, devs?
That spinning attack he just did, he'll hit the ground 6 times, and then he'll return to the center. And if he hits the edges of the screen, he'll start to go to the opposite direction. So I'm trying to send him so many ways, so many bounces left and so many right, so that when he finishes, he's kind of near the middle of the screen already, and he doesn't have to walk as much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quickly switch back over, and he hit the side of the screen, so he's facing the left. You can also lose a bit of time if like he's facing one way and you're behind him, and then he turns around. So also want to make sure in between each phase that he's facing us. Saves like a second.
Yeah, that was that. Oh, for sure.
And that's our last hit.
Nice. Take that, King DDD.
Now, for most games I play, maybe it's just a personal thing, but I find that the ending of games, I enjoy, like running the ends of games, I enjoy a lot more, and I think that's true for this one. We have Spaceland, and then we have one more after this, and these are probably my 2 favorite worlds. Ending off with a bang.
They just keep getting better and better in their level design, I guess, for this. I think it's also exciting when you finally get it run up to like a certain point and you're like at the end game and the adrenaline is kicking in. Very cool. Yes.
It's a little bit of an auto-scroller. We kind of have to ride this coaster. But there's a really cool thing we do after we jump off of it. This is giving us a lot of speed. So we're able to get through there really quickly. We'll see that one more time at the end of the level.
Cool. Yeah, I like the level design here too. Very interesting.
UFO is kind of being a troll there. They can go in kind of random directions. They can sort of be influenced by how you move. I'm surprised I didn't fall off there. But if I did lose my hat, luckily this is another level that gives you the nylon hats.
You've been holding on to this hat for a long time. It's super impressive. Okay, this is too cute.
Hi, Prince Fluff. Hi, Prince Fluff.
We'll call ya.
Gotta catch our ride before it escapes.
Is it possible to get like left behind there?
I don't think so. In the elevators, going up there, you need to stand on the elevator for a little bit. So if you're on like the platform that would send you up, but you just keep jumping, it won't start rising until you stand for a little bit. So I've done that on accident where I'll just press the A button and then
Realize you're going nowhere.
I got a bunch of momentum and I went straight into the wall. But really good wheels so far.
Yeah, all of them have been really great.
So this is... Next level is Tube Town. This is one of my favorites. Another one that can reward you very heavily if it goes well. Another one that Nylon just changes, like, completely.
Alright, cool. I'm ready to see it.
Little backup strat. I didn't mean to grab the buttons, so the shockwaves are on like a little different cycle, but I made it work. This is the most important cycle. There's a big jump that you have to do up there with Nylon, and at the top of where you're landing is the Waddle Dee with a power up. What we don't want to have happen is we grab up there, and while our spin is still active, because then we'll switch the hats and we have to re-grab Nylon. So it's a very short window between when you're able to land on that top platform and not grab the thing. Just kind of waiting here. There's the end.
Nice.
Not sure which power-up it is, I just know it's not one of the ones we use. So, the one that guy was trading.
So, yeah, so not important for this run, I guess.
And we will see a change pretty soon. We won't hold on to Nylon for the rest of the run. There is one more that we're going to grab. I won't spoil it, I'll kind of let it speak for itself when we get there.
Ooh, okay.
So this is Mysterious UFO. This level has anti-gravity, so there's red buttons. There was one just down there. And when you hit it, the whole level becomes like anti-gravity, or I guess kind of like slow-mo. You're able to jump a lot higher, but you also fall a lot slower. So a lot of the level is based around that. But with Nylon, you can make all these gaps and not have to... We won't see the gimmick of this level once. But it is still pretty cool.
I guess they don't really, like, intend for you to have the hat for this long, or don't think you'll have it for this long.
Oh, when the first game came out, there were no hats, so like the levels were designed without like these power-ups in mind. So when they added them, it's like, I know some people, it's like they find it a little weird, and that's kind of why, because the levels weren't designed for these. But because of that, you can skip some parts, which makes the speedruns really fun.
Oh yeah. I think this might be my favorite world so far too, just the UFO theme. I like it a lot.
This is a pretty cool level. This is Stellar Way. Here's another RNG element. There's little asteroids that will kind of that'll be falling in certain places of the level, and where exactly they land is random. So I'll kind of have to react to them. Okay, that's not too bad. Ooh. Saved myself. Another little skip here. You're supposed to ride those little platforms to get to where we are now, but you just jump on that guy's head. It works just fine. There it is. I was wondering where the asteroids were. See if there was one that would get me.
Where'd that dang asteroid go?
Now we're into our first auto-scroller. I could spend the time to just get rid of these enemies and collect beads, but it would actually be faster if I lost all my beads so that I don't have to mash through them at the end of the results. So now I'm out of beads, and I won't be getting any more, so we'll just kind of chill for a moment.
So you won't get hit in this spot at all, I guess.
Well, normally when I would do runs, I would just use the restroom right now. And like the guys that appear, they'll get rid of the beads for me. Like that guy was just there. He would have hit me like that one. This is kind of the spot where I would be like if I just did nothing. So yeah, right when the level finishes, on the results screen, we won't have to speed through any of the beads. Very, very minor time save.
Oh, I wonder, like, are some of the bosses from before going to make any more appearances, or are they, like, gone for good?
We will see 2 of them.
Or is it spoilers? Oh, okay.
We'll see 2 of them.
I'm like, am I getting into spoiler territory? I need to show.
Not much, no.
Okay.
2 of them will get very brief appearances. Towards the very end.
Okay, cool. Nice, made it to the end.
Kinda had to wait on the wheel there because I hit it on the wrong frame. Oops. Alright, and now we're going to the 7th boss. Yes. Right? I think this is 7. No, this is 6. Yes. Meta Knight. 6th or 7th. This is the next boss that we're fighting. Nylon makes this pretty fun. He is invulnerable for most of the fight, but there's some pretty small windows that you can hit him. And each phase is a bit different. So for here, we're going to bait, and then hit him. A second phase, he's going to do 2 little slashes, then we're going to come up to him. This level can get kind of laggy with all the little particles and beads. Third one's super easy as soon as he starts doing his big attack. You just hit him right away. And this one requires probably the most attention. So he'll create these tornado things, and really the only spot that's safe is right above him, but as soon as he does it, he has a chance to go right up to where you're standing, and if you don't jump and get out of his way, he'll push you into the tornadoes. And the ceiling is a bunch of spikes, so it'll send you up to the spikes. You'll get hit, you can lose your nylon, so it's a little messy. But with practice, you get it just like how we got it now. That was really good.
Yeah, easy for you, easy peasy. And Meta Knight is a classic character in the Kirby series, right? Cool. So who is Meta Knight to Kirby, for those of us who don't know?
To be honest, I don't know if there's like any relation. Probably just another friend.
Chat, can you weigh in on this? Is Meta Knight friend or foe?
I think
Inquiring minds need to know.
I think it depends on each game. It's whatever he's feeling.
Depends on the game.
Whatever he's feeling like on the day.
He's hot and cold.
So now we're in the last world of the run. We're in Dreamland, so we're back in familiar territory, back in Kirby's world. And all of these areas are based on other occurring bosses or levels. I think every single one of the levels here like the main levels, is based off of one from the original Kirby's Dream Land, like the very first Kirby game.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a throwback.
This is the first one. This is Wispy's Forest. Some pretty nice movement here. Nylon making quick work of all these steps. I'm gonna grab this button to send us over to this button. Jump. Go in there. And we get the tank again.
This one is so fun.
It's not the last time we'll see it. Thankfully, we get we'll see it one more time. This section requires a little more than just hold right. We also have to press A to boost up a little bit.
Oh, la la.
Yeah, those guys, those are also recurring Kirby characters. I don't know the names of them, but those big guys, they'll take care of a lot of the lower blocks. So I'm sending most of my missiles to the top area, where that other guy isn't able to clear them out for me. Ending the level by taking on Wispy. Fastest way to clear this is just to stand inside the tree and just mash.
Aw, he cried about it. I saw like one single teardrop fall from the tree. Kirby, no respect for nature. Jeez.
Alright, we are now moving to Tempest Towers, which is... or is it just Tempest Tower? I'm not sure. Regardless, this is the most difficult level in the game, so I'll be quiet for at least the beginning portion of it. This level has wind that blows left and right, and to get the fastest cycle, you need to... It's a pretty tight window, so we'll see how I do. That was okay. So I kind of messed up the beginning part, but the fastest cycle you can get is where you're going with the wind. So if you're going right, the wind is also going right, so it's able to send you where you need to go a lot faster. But there I was kind of fighting the wind a lot while I was going up. Very, very challenging level. It's pretty...
Yeah, this looks tricky.
Pretty technical, and there's a lot of like very, very small platforms for you to land on, and it's the only one with wind. No other level has wind, like, so you can't practice it besides that. But we're out, and we have a new hat.
Nice, yeah. Ooh, new hat.
So this is the knitting needles. No, this is the marking pins. So it shoots out 3 pins, and we saw it a little bit in that level. We'll see a lot more here. It essentially almost lets us stay in the air and move horizontally like as long as we want. So we're able to cross huge gaps with them. So we'll see that a lot in this level. we've been reunited with Nylon. So that's what that was for.
Nice.
That was... So those were the pins. So the technique to do that, to get like to stay in the air forever, you need to take your finger and roll it on the A and B buttons. I don't know how well I'll be able to show it here. We have another auto scroller. So whenever you shoot a pin, that's with B, and when you do it 3 times, there's a little animation that'll play before you're able to do it again. But when you press A in the air, that activates the parachute. So by rolling A, B, A, B, A, B, you turn into the parachute, and then you hit the pins, parachute pins, and you just kind of switching between those, and that allows you to stay in the air for a really long time. Way back in Hotland, near the start of the run, when we were in Dino Jungle, I mentioned that there was a bit of a routing change. So that's what that was. There's really long horizontal stretches, just with water underneath you that sends you the opposite direction. So what I do is I just do the normal strategy, which is just ride the dinos along across the water. But the alternate strategy is to get the pins and go over those little gaps. But it seems to be about the same time, so... And I like Nylon.
Well, and getting to see the little dinos is cute in that area,
True.
too.
You don't see them as much. That's another plus.
Wait, are we at a boss?
We are at a boss, so this is Krakow. And the easiest way to deal with him is just to bash your face into him and just hold B. This is another area that kind of changes a lot with Devilish mode, where you're trying to not get hit at all. But if you're not playing that and you're just playing the normal game, you just yeah, just stand right next to him and just
just get it done.
So I'm going into our last normal level for the final boss.
Oh.
This is, I think I know the
Is there
name.
a change in?
I think I know the name, but just to wait, so I don't say it wrong. Castle DD. Yes, that was what I was gonna say.
Ah, DDD, you say. Maybe I know who we're going to see for a second time.
So we won't see the actual DD, but we might see a lot of his portraits. I know, especially in like the sub areas where a lot of the treasures are, there's just a lot of rooms that are just filled with portraits of DD and all of his companions.
He paid a lot for those connections.
Yeah, who do you think DD commissioned for all the artwork in this castle?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I mean, who maybe the Ice Climbers can paint? I don't know. What do y'all think? Who did the art?
I'm surprised we haven't seen a single painting yet, but I know there's one later.
It was Meta Knight's secret artist.
Really cool cycle there. You can get really close to the spikes without hitting them.
Oh yeah, that one. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh, what's happening?
Oh, we want to keep this.
The timing for those little, I guess, cannons seems a little bit tricky. It reminds me of the Donkey Kong barrels, which I find also a little bit tricky.
That's a really good comparison. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Any Donkey Kong fans in the chat?
I would like to introduce you to my brothers. No thanks.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if we have time to meet the brothers.
See, I would, but I'm currently busy taking care of the final boss, Yin Yarn.
There we go. Okay. This is what happens when like your cats get into the yarn and like it's going all over the place. This is like the kind of representation here.
I am using a new 2DS XL.
What color is it?
Orange and white.
Oh, nice! It's like creamsicle.
When I was getting my capture card, I got to pick between this and I think it was the Pokeball one with the button on top. And I think I just wanted something simple, so I went with this.
Yeah. Orange is great color.
And it's worked like beautifully for the past 5 years, so I think I made the right choice.
Yeah, that's the important thing, that it actually works. Nice.
Almost forgot to mention that we're at probably my favorite theme of the game, especially boss theme. Very good music for the final. So we did see one of the previous bosses, and then this is the other one. We'll see if we can get the fast hit. Nope, he's up there. Okay, and after this is when we'll finally be able to start hitting him. Only have to hit him twice. Normally you'd have to make a ball with some of his enemies and then hit it back at him. But with Nylon, you just hit him in the air. If you're very lucky, you can do one hit in the air and then you'll be able to do 2 hits in the air, so you won't have to wait for him to fall. Pretty rare, but it's a good fight. So
Yeah, GG. So is order being restored to the land?
oh, we got one more fight, and then yes.
Oh man, they always do this. And I hate to bring up Donkey Kong again, but like, you got me.
There's Meta Knight, and here is one last power-up. It's the tank.
Oh, there it is. Feels like Battle of the Titans right now. Let's go, Kirby!
All right, there we go. So time is going to happen. There's going to be a wooden stick that I'm going through. Time happens when I'm fully through it. I'll make sure to call it. Three, two, one, time.
Hey, GG, for real this time. What did you think, Rax? Was it a good run by your standards?
I think so. I'm watching the stream right now, waiting to see what it was.
Oh, what the final time was. Richard, you can get us the final time.
I'll take that. That's 52 seconds behind record.
Wow. 52 seconds? What a showcase.
Very happy. That was very clean for the most part. I will take that.
Yeah, you kept your composure the whole time. You played well. Very well done.
Thank you.
Rex, do you have any shout outs, comments you'd like to make?
I will shout out Pierre. He's the other person who's run this game, and he's the one who pushed this game as low. He pushed this game and me as low as where we've gotten it. I'll give a shout out to the Kirby's Epic Yarn community, and I see some of their names in here. Appreciate you guys stopping by too.
And restored peace to Dreamland.
Shout outs to Prince Fluff.
I know. He was like, are you sure we have to end? Like, it's over? Little Prince Fluff. Well, thank you so much, Rex, for being here. I do want to stress to y'all, if you enjoyed this run, make sure you follow Rex here on Twitch. And the Twitch URL is pinned at the top. It is Rex BMX here on Twitch. So thank you so much, Rex, for showing off Kirby. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
For sure. Well, all right, my friends, before we break, I do want to give a big shout out to all of our amazing supporters. Your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered here on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support the Games Done Quick Hotfix. So if you do enjoy watching this show, Time Capsule, or any of our other amazing Hotfix shows, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can learn more about everything Hotfix at gamesdonequick.com/Hotfix. We will be right back with a speedrun of the roguelike game Dicey Dungeons, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. I'm your host, Smooth Operative, and you are watching Time Capsule. And I hope you're ready for the next game, because we are about to start Dicey Dungeons. Please welcome Self-With Mind and friends.
All right. Hello everyone. As Tippy kindly said, my name is Self-With Mind, or Sel for short. And this is Dicey Dungeons. If you're not familiar with Dicey Dungeons, it is a deck-building, dungeon-crawling roguelike. Which means RNG could be a lot. So I've got a couple friends with me to help explain things so I can stop and think sometimes. So first I've got Kasaki.
Yes, that's me. I'm Kasaki. I don't speedrun things, but I volunteer a lot.
And Kasaki's very good at it. And then also with me, a very special guest, Marlo.
Hi, I'm Marlo. I am the artist for Dicey Dungeons, and I probably know a lot about the game, but I don't think I know anything about this run or the glitches that are involved in it, so I'm very excited.
Yeah. So speaking of glitches, this category is full game, any percent glitches. The glitches part is very important because no major glitches for this category is like 9 hours long.
Well, I was going to say, it's probably pretty long.
We would be here for a very long time. I don't want to be here for 9 hours. If you were to do this without any sort of glitches in any way, we'd be here for like 27 hours. I don't want to do that. I want to be here for a very short period of time. So the first thing we're going to do is go into settings, edit progress, and this is a handy little thing that exists. And we got to reset our file. Boom. Are you sure?
Very sure?
It really makes sure that you are sure, which is good because the first time I went to test it, I hadn't backed up my main save file, and so I was very glad it asked me a million times because I came so close to wiping it. But with that being done, we are gonna hop in. Also for context, little heads up, I am going to be using both mouse and controller for input.
Oh my god.
It is a double input system. This is what makes some of the glitches work. Yeah, it's going to be a wild time. So, if tech is ready, this time will begin in 3, 2, 1, start. All right.
Woohoo!
So the context of this game is Lady Luck is running a game show. This is Lady Luck. And we have our first contestant here, turned into a dice to compete, because that is a requirement for the show. This is the Warrior. The Warrior has some different goals and things, doesn't really matter. We are going to instead just pick up this item. This is a tutorial. The first part of the tutorial is completely scripted, so I know everything that's coming.
A 5, for instance.
In this case, it is a 5. And the enemies are exactly the same. I have to make sure I click through dialogue. We have a combat roll here. This is an important thing. Kasaki, do you want to explain the combat roll mechanic quickly?
Yeah, so combat roll is an ability that the warrior has that allows you to re-roll your dice up to 3 times per turn. Sometimes you sometimes you don't. And also, since I'm here, Cell just used Fury, which is the quote-unquote limit break of the warrior. It makes the next attack you do happen twice instead of once.
So there, I have to re-roll that 5 3 times in order to get 4, because the battle axe requires a 4 or less. Now, this is where I have to think. There we go, that'll do it. Boom.
Nice.
This game is math heavy.
Okay, so
much math.
So I already know I would never be able to run this. Got it.
Hey,
I can barely play this game.
I don't like math. I hate math. I somehow speedrun this game. So I think anyone can speedrun it if you really want to.
Okay, thank you, Cell. I appreciate that a lot.
You only need to count to 6.
Okay, maybe I can handle it.
That rolled in. So this is where we start to get some RNG. The Juster fight is not completely predetermined rolls. And this is technically the final fight of the tutorial, which then will move us into... like this. It moves us into what, if you were to restart this episode, would be called episode 1.
And you'll see throughout the game, in true RPG-esque fashion, there's a lot of status effects in this. And most of the time they just fly by. So, the most common ones that I notice are Burn, which literally sets a dice on fire, because that's a safe thing to do. And Ice, which turns your highest die to a 1, which is extremely rude to do.
Ooh.
Yeah, usually it's very rude to get a 1. Sometimes you like getting 1s, but...
Sometimes. Yeah, so as shown right there, if a die is on fire, before it can be used, whoever has it, whether it's Cell or the enemy, has to take 2 damage, which can be interesting, because if an enemy only has 2 health and all their dice are on fire, they'll just skip their turn, because they won't reduce their hit points to 0 intentionally.
They're little smarties.
They are.
Which can be a little annoying at times for us, but that's okay.
Yeah, it would be quicker if they just did it themselves.
Agreed.
Okay, that's okay. We're gonna get to see.
Dodging a lot of attacks.
We're gonna get to see that effect in a couple episodes from now, of using that to just end your turn really fast. Also, I see we've got a fellow Dicey runner in chat. Hello, I see you there.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, okay.
Stereo head, love it.
It's so good. The designs in this are so good, and Marlo, I'm so happy with pretty much all of your drawings.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I can't even remember what I was thinking at the time when we made some of these characters.
You know, I'm curious, Marlo, were you able to take some creative liberties with the art direction in the game?
Yeah, I mean, Terry was very much like, yep, just like, it's your thing, go for it. And I mean, he had designed a lot of enemies for the game before I came on, but we rethemed a lot of them. I think Stereo Head was actually one that he had designed and we kept in the game.
Nice.
But most of the characters are, yeah, just like totally original.
Yeah, well damn, well done. That's all
Thank
I'll
you.
say.
Yeah, it's a very fun process.
Which, so something I was doing here, this is the 3rd floor, and there's a very specific item that I'm going to be hunting for on the 3rd floor until I obtain it. And that is Crystal Sword. It is one of the rarest drop items in the game, but it's very important because it will do 3 times damage the number you put into it, to a maximum of 5. We really want this item. So, I am going to be kind of hunting for it. I have a backup for in case the RNG doesn't want to give it to me. But speaking of that, we're going to do a quick little actually exit. I gotta do some management of equipment here quickly. Saki knows what's coming. All right, chat, if you are somewhat sensitive to like flashing stuff, I would recommend maybe looking away a little bit because things are not, it's not true flashing lights, but things are gonna get a little bit weird.
We're glitching.
We are glitching. Marlo, did you see what happened?
I don't know if I caught it. This is going really fast.
All right, so I'm gonna click continue because I didn't get. So what I do, I select the item with my controller. I hit go back to title, enter in, return to the level, go back into my equipment, and boom, it's duplicated. Hi.
Oh,
Okay.
And I'm gonna do this a few times.
So we like boomerangs here, huh?
Yeah. So this is the highest, best damage item that we can get for the glitch right now. I'm gonna do it one more time just so I have one stored. That's gonna come in handy later. It's the highest option, and also because it does damage to us, it will proc our fury, which is useful. Now,
Interesting.
it does come at the potential cost of my HP just melts. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
One turn.
One turn. This gets even wilder when I will have an inventory of crystal swords, hopefully.
It does, yes. Hopefully.
Yeah, just some casual item duping. It's fine. Right? This is how it's supposed to be played. 10.
Yeah, this is as intended.
Absolutely as intended.
I love the idea of the warrior just brandishing 4 boomerangs and a sword. Quite a bit.
Gotta have the extra equipment, you know.
Yeah. Can't be too careful.
Just a bandolier of boomerangs.
Like, what if you leave the house and you lose one of your boomerangs?
And I'll take the damage.
You have 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take health. I'm gonna stop in here and just see. I'm gonna buy more health just as precaution. Oh! Alright, cowboy, please be kind to me. The cowboy sometimes doesn't like me and likes to do damage and be mean.
Cowboy
Okay,
can be
but-
rough.
But look at Cowboy. They're so cute.
Ooh, one turn, let's
How
go.
could you be mad?
I know. How could I know Kisaki, but still. Principle of it.
I get mad at my cat a lot, actually, so.
Those are your
wait, we're
cat
on
throw
final
boomerangs around the house.
Okay, I'm gonna just ensure, just for safety, I'm gonna have to reduplicate that glitch, but I have had this glitch fail on me enough times when I am showing it at events that I have learned to just duplicate it for safety. All right, our first boss fight. We got Madison here in Girl Scout outfit, very cute. I'm not sure I'd want to eat her cookies. They don't seem like they'd necessarily be the safest cookies to eat.
They may be poisoned. We don't know.
They look good to me.
I say I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
Oh, forget it. We're buying them.
I'll taste it first.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna get some burns on here. Oof. Okay. Oh, we did not roll well. Let's see.
Oh my god.
They're on fires and they're ones? That's rude.
I'm so scared.
2 HP. I think I can do this. Let's go Fury this. Mathing out. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna Fury that. Boom, she's dead. Let's go!
Oh my
Hey.
gosh. Great
Nice.
job.
Welcome to the intense math in this game at times. Anyways, we're gonna spin the wheel. Chat, join me. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Are we gonna
Where's it gonna
Are we
land?
gonna win the prize? Are we gonna win the prize? No.
Oh, not this time.
Rat, we're stuck.
That's too bad.
I wanted a new boomerang. Damn.
All right, so now we're going to start the beef, and technically there's kind of a little bit of a glitch here. I personally doubt whether the glitch is totally necessary, totally works, but we're gonna start the thief because it's very important that we complete all 6 characters in this game in order to get to the backstage, right?
Yes.
Right?
Traditionally.
Of course.
It's fine. You know what? We're just instead going to skip turn. I don't want to take a turn. Pothead, please, please.
You have to let them think they're ahead first.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
This is a mind game.
We're building advantage.
I do not know what's going to happen here.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about the thief's health going down. This is intentional. This is as intended for the run.
Wow. Hothead. Get good on these rolls.
Yeah, so this is... I didn't get great rolls here for enemies between Hothead and Space Marine. So this is the important part for the run, is player knowledge of the different bosses, or the different possible enemies on floor 1, and knowing who has the chance to do the most damage to you. Perfect! Yay! Thief is defeated. It's robot time. Let's go. All right. Da-da-ba-dum. We're just gonna... You know what? This time we'll be fine. We're not gonna die this time for robot.
Okay.
Of course not.
Don't hurt him. He's so cute.
Robot too.
They're all so cute.
Frog, let's go.
Including the frog.
Like, seriously, how can you kill any of these enemies? They're so cute.
Froggo is best. Froggo is so cute. Although the sword, Marlo, that is a choice for that sword to be so big compared to the frog.
Yeah, I don't think that this video existed at the time, but he's reminding me of the video of that kid where the mom's like, "What do you have?" And he's like, "A knife!"
Oops, sorry, I lied. We also are going to defeat the robot.
Oh no!
It's time for the inventor. I hope I got an inventor. I may have actually triggered the witch. No, I got the inventor, okay. Sometimes you can jump over by accident with the glitch and end up 2 characters over. But yeah, here's the inventor. The inventor is adorable. Oh, you? I guess? Ooh, those were not... I think those were great options.
RNG is being so kind.
RNG, you know what? RNG is being nice so far. I'm gonna knock on wood. Thank you, RNG. I love you, I appreciate you. You're wonderful. I'm just sitting here right now.
I have a feeling that the inventor is maybe not long for this world.
Why do you say that, Marlo?
Maybe not long for this run.
It's fine. All right, it's time for the witch, and let's go.
The best guy.
Do we think the witch, who is also on my shirt? If you're wondering why the witch's eyes look a little funny on my shirt, this is a meme from Frost Fatales when I ran this game there. But yes, this is my new Dicey Dungeons shirt. Wolf puppy? Oh, come on. Mouse. I usually do this section with all controller, but sure. The witch is great. The witch has really cool mechanics, but we're not going to get to see those because...
Oh no, not her too.
I am sorry. I'm just sitting here button mashing X on my controller to skip my turn.
Look at what they did to my boy.
Oh no.
Wolf Puppy is one of my favorite Floor 1 enemies. It's so cute.
I think Wolf Puppy was the first enemy we had in the game.
Oh wow.
The first one I
Nice.
drew, at least.
So it has kind of a special meaning for you.
Yes, he is the little baby.
Oh.
Hey. I think that was maybe one of the fastest times I got through all of that. All right. So we completed a challenge. That's done. We're going to go back to the warrior. I'm going to go straight for the backup strat. I don't trust the RNG of this game. So we're not going to play episode 2. For context, you only have to complete 5 of the episodes in order to go into the final area or to unlock. Blah. Kisaki, can you explain this better? I'm gonna focus on getting this set up.
Yeah, so there's 6 episodes per character to get everything going before you can actually get into the back rooms. You only have to complete 5 of them. But Cell went into episode 2 specifically to grab the battle axe, because the battle axe is the backup strat to the crystal sword if the crystal sword doesn't appear, because it has a max damage of 8, which with Fury, that's a fair bit of damage of 16. And it doesn't hurt you like the boomerang does.
Yeah, I've died too many times on this particular episode to boomerang. that I just now default to go grab that item because the battle axe is safer. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, that's
well, unless
great. Okay. That is the risk of it. Is unlike the boomerang where you can put any amount in. Battle axe is limited at 4.
Yes, the boomerang is real and it will hurt you.
Yeah.
4 times.
4 times.
But yeah, we're just gonna kind of melt through fights, and we're gonna go checking the boxes on the 3rd floor to hope that we get a crystal sword in there. If not,
Right.
I'm gonna be sad. Game, please be nice. This game knows when I'm on GDQ's channel and decides it doesn't want to cooperate. It's like a naughty child. It knows it's important.
Knows when it's being watched.
Okay, but that's the thing though. Normally with a kid, if they know that someone's watching, they act fine. It's when you're not watching and they're quiet, that's when it's a problem.
We are getting good floor spawns though. I am liking these floor spawns. Also, I think this is floor 3. You should pay attention.
Look for any boxes you can find.
I know, I actually was gonna say, I think it's floor 3, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm conflating the previous 4 runs we just did where we died immediately.
It's a lovely question. It's easy to lose track.
It must be floor 3, right? I don't know.
it is.
Don't take my word for it.
We'll see. I'm gonna take a little more damage to get Fury procced for next fight, because Bully's going down, and I can heal.
Yeah, that is a nice thing, is that the limit breaks will carry over into other fights, so you can kind of like save them and
It is
strategize that way a bit.
floor 3. Let's go. We gotta fight Stereo Head. Extra fight. Please let there be a crystal sword behind this fight.
Hey, extra fight also just means a little bit of extra.
Except we don't want extra.
Experience.
We don't want extra XP in this particular episode, because the more we level up, we lose 2 HP. It's just a bump. Shoot.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This one you lose health.
This is the one where every time you level up, you lose 2 HP. So
Super Wizard.
yeah.
How did I not know that his like little socks come off? So, wait, what? How did I do a double take?
Yeah, they come off and go back on. It's adorable.
You're rocking the Super Wizard socks off right now, so.
I really am. I'm gonna do this because I should still heal. Yes, good. And okay, boom.
I think the interesting thing is, like, I love that there's the RNG chance of getting these super enemies. But really, mostly in there, as I can tell, they're just shiny. Like, I think they have some more health as well, but they just have this amazing aura around them, and I love it.
Ooh, Wisp and a skeleton. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna do this and then Fury. Doo-doo. So Tippy, I'm curious how are you finding this game? What are you thinking?
I'm really enjoying this game. I mean, I haven't played a whole lot of roguelike games in general, but I feel like I could probably get into this one easily just because I think it's so cute.
It's very cute.
I'm curious though, like when you first played this game, like did you think you were gonna speedrun it right away, or were you kind of just like having fun yourself? Like what was your first experience with the game?
So this was actually my first speed game.
Okay, let's hear it.
So Stardew Valley is what got me interested in speedrunning in the first place. Outside of, obviously, I saw GDQ, thought that was cool,
Right.
discovered Stardew. But Stardew running at the time was very different than it is today. It wasn't as accessible as I would say it is now. And so I had been playing some Dicey and was like, oh, I'm enjoying this. Let me go see what the community's like. I can say the community's very lovely. Also, oh, please don't hit me too hard, Mr. Skeleton. And so, yeah, just from there, jumped into it, got involved, and I've been running it for a while. It's a very IL-heavy community.
Okay.
So I did a lot of ILs for longest time, and only, I think in January, not even January, since Frost Fatales, I picked up, oh, I don't like this. Sorry, I have to think strategy for a sec. I don't want to go into a boss fight that low health. Kraken fight it is. Okay. Since Frost Fatales, actually, I have picked up this run. So
is IL like, it's not like one floor, but it's maybe one episode?
it's a singular episode, yeah.
Okay, yeah, very cool.
Would you say that the community is very big for the speedrun?
There's a number of runners on SRC, but there's a very small handful of us who are fairly active, is what I would say.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was
holding my
good.
breath.
That was a very good Kraken fight.
There we go. Now I feel safe to hit the boss. Please be a kind boss. It's Drake!
Oh.
Oh, chat.
Wait, is that bad?
Is that bad?
Oh, joy. Let me introduce you to the wonders of Drake. Also, I have to reset up my equipment glitch now. So Drake can only be killed with a wooden stake because vampire, right? And actually, I'm not convinced that glitch worked. It did. I'm going to try this again. So you can only kill a vampire with a wooden stake, right? Which means I have to pick up that item, which is great. So for context, the speedrun community doesn't like Drake. Drake is a run killer, is a reset point, it's a just give up, admit defeat to the RNG, and try again. Which is really funny then when someone PBs on Drake. At least it's not as bad. So the last event I ran this at, I got Drake on an episode where the rules are different. And Drake therefore respawns after I take his health down.
Oh, what a brat.
It was a time. It was wonderful. Oh, Drake, please be gentle.
Don't be rude.
Please be gentle. Please be gentle. I'd love to.
Well, at least he's not going to respawn.
This is true. Think about this.
But he's so cool. He's the coolest cat.
Yeah,
Right?
he's so cool. He's so
True.
blue.
Oh, I'm dead. Shoot. All right.
Oh, goodness.
Drake.
All right. Well, chat, we're gonna get to see that episode again. Fortunately, this is why I preemptively stored the item. This is the normal spot for this run to have some snags. Anyways, we get to reset up the glitch.
No big deal.
Nope, not a big deal. This is kind of par for the course running this episode.
It does also mean we get a chance to potentially get the Crystal's Order.
Yes, this does re-roll the RNG
That's
of the
true.
dungeon, which is very nice. So I'm not complaining too hard, but also oof.
Well, we get to see more glitches, so that's better.
Mm-hmm.
That's my understanding.
You also haven't. The biggest glitch is still coming, but we gotta get through
Oh
this
my
yet.
gosh, I'm so excited.
See, the really funny thing is the first time I ever commentated for Cell for this run with the actual big glitch, I hadn't seen it because every time Cell tried to show me, it was very late at night and I fell asleep.
Oh.
So I saw it live for the first time, despite our attempts to the contrary.
Like, I think I've dreamed this before.
Stereo Head looks so dapper. I just gotta say that.
Like, and the snap though, like, is my favorite.
Well, not everyone can pull off a purple suit,
True.
but Stereo
That
Head
is
does.
so true.
So true. All right, floor 3. We're gonna fight the Yeti just so we can access that chest right away. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, that's
Great start.
boom. That was better. That was better. Combat roll was kind.
It's so funny because Cell, you make this game look so much more fast-paced than it is. Like, usually one episode will take me like 45 minutes.
Meanwhile, me when I'm bored, I'll just sit there and grind. It's bump again. Shoot. I will sit there and just grind the Halloween episode DLC warrior fight. It takes me like 15 to 20 minutes to just mindlessly loop it.
That's so great.
Also, this game does have 2 free DLCs, Halloween and Reunion, both of which are really solid, and you absolutely should check them out.
Yeah, they're so different.
Very different.
Like in terms of gameplay, or what makes them different?
Mostly gameplay. Like, I mean, we did very different visuals for both of them with music as well, but it's just like you play them in very different ways, which is very fun.
Well, that's probably exciting for players that are fans of the original part of the game.
Yeah, go try out the DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also shout out to the Halloween episode because the monsters are in costumes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, every monster's in a costume.
Aw, so it's like some familiar monsters?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
That's adorable.
Halloween has a slightly smaller, for the warrior episode anyways, that's the one I know the most about, slightly smaller enemy pool than main game and Reunion. And there's a couple of unique ones. For example, Demon is only found in the Halloween episode.
Yeah, I think there's about 3 unique enemies for the Halloween episode.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Something new to look forward to.
And there's a unique boss. There's a unique boss, Pumpkin Spice, my beloved.
I love it.
She is just adorable.
She is. Yes.
Is she like a little latte?
No, she's a.
No.
You know what? If we get good RNG, I will take a swing over to the witch run in the Halloween DLC, which guarantees to showcase the witch.
Ooh, okay, cool.
We'll take a little swing over there, and then everyone can see Pumpkin Spice.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. We're just gonna hope for good RNG. Come on, RNG. Work with me. Oh no, 2 locks. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Also, I like how the game's like,
lock
are you
is-
confused? No, I'm not confused, game, thank you.
Yeah, this is the confused status effect where you can't read any of your equipment.
Which, once you start speedrunning and you know things well enough, generally it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
if you're
something.
familiar enough with your equipment. I think at one point we had talked about making the confused status effect just put everything in a different language.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But then we just ended up going with just unreadable.
I'm not gonna lie, that would have been so awesome.
So the confused status effect, if I'm recalling correctly, can sometimes do something weird if you have crystal swords, and it can make them reappear on screen.
Oh, wow.
Because it jumbles everything, and when a crystal sword gets used, it apparently just gets stored off screen. But when everything gets confused, it gets pulled back onto screen. It's very weird. But it's not. We can't do anything consistent with it. I know there was a bit of talk about it in the speedrun community, but we couldn't do anything consistent with it. Also, this is Audrey. Everyone say hi, Audrey.
Hi.
Hi, Audrey.
I enjoy Audrey for an upcoming area that we're going to hit, which is very useful to have on the team.
I'm realizing now I don't think I have any idea what sweat is supposed to stand for.
Audrey, please be gentle. Please be gentle.
Uh-oh. Hitting hard.
It's hitting very hard. Okay, there we go. 8.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. Second try.
Math
Yay.
prevails.
I got an achievement from.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
I got an achievement. Okay.
Oh, wait, are we gonna win?
Are we gonna win? Oh no,
We're
sorry.
Oh, drat.
No winning.
No
That's
car.
terrible luck.
Come on.
Yeah, I apparently have never ever beaten a boss before with 4 battle axes in my inventory.
First time for everything.
You know, wonderful achievement. All right, we're gonna reset this glitch up because once again we need items. It's a little slow. If you were really trying to PB grind this, you probably wouldn't be quite as meticulous as I am with this. But I am doing essentially my marathon safety strat situation, so we are going to just sit here and quickly set up before we try and fight anything. All right, store one for safety reasons. I always want to store one nice and early in advance in case for some reason I happen to die on a random floor of the dungeon. Because that can happen. And if you haven't got one stored already, well, you're out of luck. And that's annoying and really frustrating if you have your crystal swords already. So always make sure you have one stored if you were executing these glitches.
Come on, crystal sword.
Alchemist? Ooh, Alchemist is, if I was doing a thief speedrun, I'd be very happy to see Alchemist here, but we are not doing thief speedruns right now.
Yeah.
So
I was.
sorry, go ahead, Kasaki.
Okay.
I was
I was just gonna say that the Alchemist is wild in the Thief, and I didn't realize it was important to speedruns when I first played this because I got turned into a bear, and I was like, "This is wild. Okay, cool." I don't know why I'm a bear, but I am.
I'm really glad that that's important for the speedruns.
But it makes it super RNG heavy. I think
Yeah.
I've done 50 Thief Episode 1 runs, and I've only had like 3 of them succeed.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, the thief can steal equipment from enemies, and you'll notice that the alchemist has a piece of equipment that transforms you into a bear. So do with that information what you will.
Yes, Tippy, it sounded like you had a question or a comment?
Yeah, well, I was kind of curious about, like, I know we're with the warrior right now, but, like, what are all of the classes of dice you can be?
Okay, let me see if I can rattle these off off the top of my head while fighting. We have warrior, thief, warrior, thief, robot, inventor, witch, jester.
Okay, nice. That's a good lineup of characters. I like it.
Yes, and they all
Oh, yeti.
and they all play uniquely in their own little ways.
Yes, they all have different mechanics that different people like more than others. If you like
Do you have
puzzles, then you want to play the witch.
Okay, I was gonna
Love
say, do you
playing the
have
witch.
a favorite? Is it the witch?
I think the witch is like the hardest one,
The
but
witch is the
I
hardest.
love to play the witch.
Um,
The jester is like a deck builder, which is really interesting.
Oh.
Yeah. there's just
Richard,
a lot
are you
of
listening? It's a deck builder.
I think if I'm playing for fun, most of the time I'll go for Jester. But otherwise, I've spent so much time speedrunning with Warrior that the Warrior is just comfortable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't get a crystal sword again. Game, please.
Rats.
Is that like the best item that you can get in this point, or at this point?
It's not 100% necessary. Like, this is a functioning backup strat, but it is significantly faster.
Okay, so we're looking out for it.
I'm gonna keep looking for it.
Is it something that like you basically consistently want to run into with all of these episodes?
It is something that we are definitely actively looking for here.
Yeah, because the crystal sword, you can technically only use it once per battle, but if you have a whole bunch of them, that becomes a bit of a moot point, and the damage output is ridiculous.
Oh, it's Loudbird.
Oh, my least
Loudbird.
favorite character.
Wait, what?
I've lost so many runs to this bird.
Everyone hates Loudbird. I would like to take a quick moment to shout out my partner Will, who did a lot of the voices for the enemies in this game, and he is responsible for the Loudbird screaming.
So what you're saying is we can blame Will.
Yeah, thanks. I know he's watching right now too.
Thanks, Will.
You know, the screaming is very effective. It makes me hate it.
Yeah,
So, you know,
gets
good
the
job
done.
on the voice acting, Will. We're gonna get silence, just gonna dodge, and then we're gonna get weekend. Oh joy.
Yeah, he does a lot of status effects that are pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the
Made pretty
combination.
quick work of it though.
Ooh, so what you're saying, Ed, I'm just looking, that's another one of the speedrunners, is I'm probably not going to find it this run then. Because I think this is assuming I don't die in this episode.
I would just like to point out that you got 4 1s, re-rolled 3 of them, and they all became 2s.
Yeah, you know, that be this game sometimes. That's just how it be. All right, Paper Knight, please, knock on wood. Don't. Oh, ow! I saw that 8 damage, and part of my soul died.
Come on. Oh yeah, you
There we go.
Nice.
Every
Every
time-
time,
like exhaling.
every time the "you win" comes up, I'm like, "You win!" I'm like, got my arms up, like, yes.
Do I want to go into a fight with that little health? Yeah, we're gonna risk it. Let's go. I've played safe so far. Let's. Oh, hello, Saxath. This could be spicy. We might have a little boss death. It's fine. A little boss death as a treat.
Nah, come on, you got this, though.
Okay, but also, just look at the boss. The boss is so pretty. Look at the art.
Majestic, like hair blowing in the wind. I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, this is rough. Oh my gosh.
Maybe, I'm just gonna boom. We're resetting this one.
Yeah, I don't think we were making it out of that
I'm
one.
admitting defeat on that. Let's go.
All right, crystal sword.
Yeah, I'm liking the 1 in 5 chance in this episode compared to the 1 in 13 in episode 6. Which at the
my
point of
gosh.
episode 6, I don't really need it anymore. Because I can't carry it with me after this. So, sooner than later, please.
Okay, but the run has now officially been blessed by the little slime ice cream cone character whose name I am completely
Yes.
blanking
I think it's just called slime.
Yeah, I think
on.
it's
Oh,
just
fair
slime,
enough.
if I remember correctly.
I think I have one stored. I think I executed that correctly. Okay.
Blessed by slime.
Slime is wonderful. Slime is great. The only word it says is slurp.
We'll spare him.
I liked the Rose character.
The rose is very cute. Can be a pain to fight at times.
I have kind of an off-the-wall question that you may or may not know the answer to, but is there a cosplay community for this game?
I'm not sure how many people have done it, but I have been sent pictures of people who have cosplayed as like characters in the game before. So
Nice.
it's been done. I think I've seen off the dome. I've seen Stereo Head before.
Okay.
Somebody made a really cool big stereo head and wore a purple suit, and it was awesome.
That's epic.
And I've seen the Warrior. Somebody came out to an event that we showcased as, and they had a big Warrior outfit on too.
Very cool.
Stereo head weakening me. This is very rude of it. That's okay. I rolled 4s.
Won't make a difference.
I'm gonna heal quickly. Let's go. Floor 3. The chest is in our direct path, but we can upgrade on the next. Let's not worry about that. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Get a 4. Let's go. So you can also snipe Fury. You can trigger Fury on one item, and then if you trigger the next one too fast, it can actually steal it from it. So you saw I sort of delayed for a moment there, just to let that number 4 get triggered fully. Boomerang I'll grab. Cactus, let's go.
I do like boomerangs.
Boomerang is a very common item to get, that's why it's a good one to use.
I'm gonna be honest, I was so thrown off but when you told me that the boomerang was important to the run originally, because like I avoid that thing in casual play so much.
Me too.
I had
I'm very adverse to taking damage.
I had to learn to get over that fear of boomerang real fast when I started running Warrior Episode 1. All right, ready? Crystal Sword, let's go!
Yay! Oh my gosh.
There it is.
I'm more excited than I should be about that.
Let's see it in action, Cell. Let's go.
All right. First, I'm gonna quickly knock out this fight so I can get to the upgrade location. I'm so excited. I, in fact, didn't proc Fury on what I should have proc Fury on, but it's fine. It's fine. We're good. I can breathe now. The run is safe. The run is.
We were really blessed by the slime.
We were.
The slime really was, you know.
This was entirely the slime's doing. We
Okay,
spared them.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna upgrade this, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of fun manipulation. I'm just gonna clear stuff out. I am gonna hang on to my. Actually, we're gonna keep a singular boomerang. All right. Okay, management. All right, let's go. Time to duplicate crystal swords.
Five crystal swords in one boomerang.
Yes.
Just so I have
the
something.
essentials.
Just so I have
This
something.
is like he's being such a D&D character right now.
What do you mean I don't need all of these +2 broadswords? I can't get rid of them. I'll need them later.
Not me forgetting which button.
What if
is
I
which.
lose one?
You know, we just.
I
You know,
mean-
I like my crystal. What can I say? I like sparkly things. Keymaster, let's go.
And now we start melting things.
All right, chat, you ready?
Oh my gosh, this is not.
Wow. That's why you need extra swords, because
Yeah.
you can't replace that power with anything else.
No, it does so much damage that it is very worth having. And then having that unupgraded boomerang actually is allowing me to like put procs towards my fury even faster, which is kind of nice. Oh, hello, Rat King!
Time for revenge.
We get to see Rat King.
Mouthbird and Rat King, let's go.
Goodbye, Loudbird. Oh, shush. Stop talking.
Yeah, we don't like when they talk. It takes longer.
Yes. And it seems to be RNG, just if they're going to say anything. All right, Rat King. We don't love Rat King here, but when we get to the final section of this run, we want to see Rat King. So, you know what? I'm considering this blessed that we're seeing Rat King right now.
I love that there was
Oh.
Rat.
Yep. This is what it does.
Rat plus.
Marlo, I adore his nose and how it just like is vibing. Like his snoot is just, it just be vibing.
He's just sniffing.
It just be goals. Oh, that didn't do what I hoped it was gonna do. There we go. I didn't math quite right. All right, leveled up. We're gonna take this because if I click upgrade equipment, we're gonna go in. Hey, Buster. Okay, we're getting good luck. I am, because I am very paranoid now that we're going to not have a crystal sword. I'm gonna just do a safety check and make sure I ensure it's stored. Let's go.
So does it sometimes eat the duplicated equipment?
So if I didn't do it right, which sometimes I don't do it correctly, and that causes issues, or if I upgrade an item, weirdly enough, upgrading an item will cause or can cause it to disappear, which is why when I was playing with an option there, I didn't upgrade it. I took the other item, even though I'm never going to look at it. I also can't open my inventory without redoing the glitch.
Oh, you can't perceive them.
Yes. So I just have to trust it's there, which is why typically going into a final boss, I will do a quick safety check in the marathon setting, just to make sure it's saved.
Oh man, you gotta be kidding me with this wheel.
This wheel must be rigged.
It feels right.
All right, parallel universe, let's go. We have 2 episodes left of the warrior. We have the item we want. Things are looking good. Hey, let's go. All right, equipment. I'm going to do a quick little adjustment of things.
We already got the crystal sword with this one.
Because I stored it. So here's the thing. This glitch allows you to store an item between episodes. And
That's
even
wild.
technically, I have technically been able to control an item and carry it over between warrior and thief. Because they operate very similarly. I don't think you can do it like with, say, the witch, because the witch's mechanics are so different, or like the robot. But anything that uses this sort of the warrior's system works. You can just, carry items.
In this type of category, then it's probably like really important to find the crystal sword early so you can like carry it between each of these episodes, right?
Yes. Very much so.
Interesting.
All right, we have a combat spatula now, which isn't great because it just flips something upside down. So that means a 1 becomes a 6 becomes a 1, etc. But that's okay. We're moving.
Yeah, the fun dice fact is the 2 opposite sides of the dice always add up to 7. So if you're using the spatula, you'll know what the other side's going to be.
Cool dice facts.
Cool dice facts.
Yeah, educational.
That's what everyone came here to hear.
Absolutely.
To be fair, unless I'm remembering wrong, I'm pretty sure that's true of basically any size die. It's supposed to be that the numbers on opposite sides add up to the same thing regardless of which one you're looking at. So whether it's D6, 8, 10, 12, 20, whatever.
Also
Gotta
good.
investigate my dice.
Yeah, also good dice facts. We're gonna have to, bust out the d20s and double check these things.
Yeah.
Look, if I had one close enough, I would look, but they're across the room.
I love
That's
how
pretty far away.
I love how they're at least in the room. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah, I have, personally, I have probably upwards of 20 to 25 sets of dice, so...
Oh, snap. Okay, let's go, Kasaki.
It's a problem.
Well, I hope that you're, maybe playing games with friends and using the dice and having a good time.
Oh yeah, no, they're well loved and well used.
Yes.
That's why I keep buying more.
We're just melting enemies. I'm just sitting here going,
this is...
Dude,
what is happening?
right?
Did anyone see the enemy? I don't even remember what enemy I was just fighting because it just disappeared.
Oh look,
All I
It's
gotta
so-
do is drag dice.
we get the foot out wizard again.
Hey, it's Wizard.
Oh no. It's funny too, because I remember, Sally, you were kind of sweating at the beginning of the run, where's the sword? And now you're just breezing through this.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm curious, are there runs that you've had where you just never get the crystal sword? How long are runs like that?
I think every run I've attempted, or at least seen to some degree of completion, has had the sword appear at one point or another.
Okay, right on. So it's somewhat
otherwise-
reliable.
It's reliable enough if you die enough. Boom, there we go. So the risk of having an inventory of only crystal swords is once you've used up all of them, you have no items left. Which means you have to kind of be cautious sometimes about using low numbers to do damage. It's sometimes I'm gonna go, hey, I'm not actually going to use this one I have, for example. Even though it would do 3 damage, it's not worth it because it uses up an item. And
Oh, okay. Then a lot of strategy comes into play with that, I guess.
yeah, there's strategy. You gotta act on your feet. This is, again, roguelikes. Welcome to welcome to the world of roguelikes.
And I have to ask, have we seen any of the glitches yet that involve controller and mouse?
Yes, so every time I'm duplicating items, I'm just using my controller to do that. I find it faster and more consistent.
Okay.
The big one is going to be coming up.
The big one.
The big glitch, which is
Of course.
No.
Well, you can get his HP down quick, but yeah, he does have a lot of HP.
Oh, okay. Well, chat,
Jeff?
I hope you're ready. We have to do the duplication again. Because that destroyed it. I think I did that, but I'm very paranoid I didn't. I did succeed. Let's try this again. Once more, just to make absolute certain. All right. This is Drake in Universe, which is, I believe, the one I don't. Oh, yeah.
Of course.
So,
Yeah, you-
All
you
right.
said
Welcome
that.
to the worst boss fight.
It's time for Cell's redemption arc. Let's do this.
I have to be very careful on math with this.
Yeah, because you don't want to use all your crystal swords, right? Or you don't want to use them up incorrectly.
Yeah.
Because you have to drain his health twice.
Drake is so mean.
Drake is very mean. I'm actually going to focus on wooden stake right now. I am at full health, so having 40 HP is not bad. Oh, Drake, please stop healing above a 3. Please. Please, I beg you. Stop this nonsense. Put that there. I'm going to pop that. It's not ideal, but I will do that. Oh, 68 health, okay. And I don't know what my health is right now because I'm blind for 2 turns. I should be around, still over, I'll be just under about half point this right now.
You don't need to see your health.
I don't need to see my health, it's fine.
It's only gonna make you more worried.
Strategy thought, let's do that.
I'm not a fan of how well he's rolling.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna reduce it down to 1 damage. That's all I'm gonna need for that. And I'm gonna. So next turn, I'm gonna hope to proc that. I'm gonna have to make sure that he's under 60 HP. So I have to do a bit of extra damage to him.
Are you gonna do Fury?
We're gonna Fury that item. Okay. Can I do this? Mathematically, is that possible? 12. No, not quite. So
Close.
I'm going to get this prepped to be super close. I'm going to end the turn. I'm going to trust that I'm not. Drake, don't you dare.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Flip this upside down. Okay, we're gonna knock his damage down. Fury this. Let's go!
Hey.
Gosh. Nice.
The redemption arc is real.
Okay, we gotta get it this time, right?
Come
You
on,
know,
new
the
card.
last time I saw Drake in a marathon in this episode, I PB'd, so
Okay, fingers crossed.
oh, okay.
I was about to cry, so
Maybe he's your sassy good luck charm.
My heart rate is a little high. It's fine. I'm just
math is fun, kids.
Math is
Right?
so fun.
Especially when you can't see one of the numbers.
I got a
Yeah.
I got a boomerang, which is very nice too. So the advantage there, and partly why I probably didn't die, is in that episode, poison doesn't actually do damage to you. It only does damage if you don't clear the poison off the item, and I was continuously clearing poison. So I was avoiding a lot of damage. If it had been any other episode where poison acted normally, I probably would have been toast. I am going to store an extra crystal sword just for safety reasons. All right, and let's go. Hello, Froggy.
Hi.
Hello, Froggy. Are you ready to be absolutely melted?
Hi, Frog.
Yeah.
Bye, Frog.
Bye, Frog.
Oh, these poor level 1 enemies get hit real hard. Oh, this is oh, Keymaster, that's fine. I'm not making a ton of turns anyways. So this is the episode where we get these extra rules, which can be great and terrible, because they're just they're RNG what we're gonna get. I felt okay with that one. We're gonna see, because there's always a risk of rerolling. You know what would be real fun is if we get the mimic rule.
That
Mimic rule is wild.
I disagree that it's fun.
Dare I ask?
So the mimic rule makes everything look yeah, that works. The mimic rule makes everything look like a chest.
Oh, like
my
a mimic.
gosh.
Oh,
So
okay.
you don't know
I
what you're walking
understand.
into.
I forgot about that.
That sounds fun.
I think I just have to keep disagreeing with y'all's version of fun. If I'm honest,
It's
You just said math is fun.
a good time.
I disagree with that too. Math is
yeah, I'm gonna do
useful.
that.
I want to call it fun.
You'll never roll a 6.
Oh, well, you don't need
That's good
sixes.
for us, though.
That- We'll
you
take
don't-
that. We'll
you don't
take
need
that.
them.
I had to think for a second. I'm like, do I want? No, actually, I don't want 6s. Thank you, game. Generous
We
of
just
you.
get lots of 5s.
I'm gonna go here. This might be
This game's easy.
This might be a PD for this episode, but unfortunately it's glitched and therefore not valid for the IL leaderboards.
Oh, there's no glitch category for ILs?
No, ILs are entirely glitchless.
Interesting.
Almost every category in this game is run glitchless. This is one of the few exceptions. Although if I am wrong about that, because I do know we do have one of the leaderboard mods, I believe they're a leaderboard mod in chat. If I am wrong on that, please correct me. That's what I recall. But I may also be very wrong. Ooh, do I want Drake? You know what, we'll take it. It's fine. We'll take the extra health on the enemies. I'm
We're
doing so much
overkill.
damage.
Yeah. Is there any like RNG manipulation in ILs, or is it just
Not that we've found, to my knowledge.
right?
Now, wait a minute.
That's a 6. Excuse me, I believe I just saw a 6.
I guess it only counts for the initial roll?
I guess?
Yeah, probably not the rerolls.
Huh. Interesting. Huh. We may have found a bug? Question mark?
Yeah, is roll different than reroll?
I mean, from
Only linguists will know.
I'm gonna take the damage to myself so I can get my fury closer to proccing. We're gonna get cursed, I think. Which, that's gonna be fun.
yeah, curse is awful. It makes it where there's a 50-50 shot. One of your pieces of equipment just won't work.
Yeah, it's...
Curse will go away once the equipment fails, but you don't know when it's gonna proc.
Now, of course, it works on the one that hurts you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so rude.
The curse procced on the wrong one. But there's no curse here, so we'll be fine. We got the health, we can take the damage. Banshee, why you be like this? You know, I understand why you're like that. You're just in a nightgown in a frozen wasteland. I understand. You're cold. You know, we should have more compassion for you. I'm just gonna ensure I have that stored because I don't want to accidentally die on this boss and be without my crystal sword. Oh, hello
Oh.
again.
I also love that we were like, it's fine to take a 20% HP buff, and then immediately we had an enemy hanging on with 1 HP left.
Yeah. This is not the best rule set I've ever encountered, but it's not the worst I've ever dealt with either.
Our damage output is so much higher this time.
Boom. There we go. Oof. 12 damage and shock. What's shocking? What's shocking in this episode? Okay, the normal. Will anything better? Boom.
There we
Hey,
go.
let's go.
Nice.
All right. So spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Are we gonna win? Are we gonna win?
Are we gonna get a car this time?
Are we gonna win? Also, I'm curious. What are we at for time right now? Because we're heading into the final section.
You're doing pretty good. You're like hanging out around an hour, so.
Okay. Well, we're gonna glitch in. So there's an area called backstage. It's that second black dice. I'm gonna try and glitch over there. Okay, that wasn't successful. Let's try this again. Hey, I succeeded this time. Let's go. So I made it think that I entered Warrior, which I've already completed and I'm fine to do. Except instead I just used my controller to bump over to the left one, which took me into backstage. So hi, we're in backstage way before we should be here. I'm feeling lucky. We're gonna go with Witch.
Wow.
Let's go.
Ooh, I'm excited.
And so we can't actually carry the item back here anymore, so it doesn't matter that we don't have it stored. Because now we have a completely different system at play.
Yeah, like any good roguelike, it's, hey, here's the end game part of it. We're going to make you play a different game.
Very true.
The switch fighter button will come into play.
So we are gathering enemies to add to our party, which is a completely brand new mechanic. We are on our way to fight Lady Luck, to demand our way out of here, because, you know, how dare she continue to keep us here? So the important rule of backstage is that the witch cannot die. If the witch dies, this attempt at backstage is dead. So very, very important that the witch does not die.
But slime, they can go.
Slime can die if necessary. And I will be sacrificing members of my party in order to survive, which is unfortunate. I'm going to try and keep Slime around if we can. That's going to kill Squid. Boom.
I feel like you should after Slime blesses with Crystal Sword.
Yeah.
All right, so here, healing also works differently. You can pick who gets healed. In this case, Witch needs to be healed. Ooh, Drain Monster. I like seeing Drain Monster. This is a good option.
I have never seen this before. This is a new enemy to me.
Drain Monster's a cutie.
Now,
I'll
Drain
say.
Monster, I'm pretty sure, was the last enemy we put in the game.
Interesting. It's all coming full circle here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Also, Drain Monster, I know you're just a bunch of goo, but your AI, The amount of times it could have killed me there already. Baby squid, let's grab you. Odd, sure. Blind to die, that's helpful. Oh, that's fine. You can take the weekend. This is fine.
Drain Monster is just a little guy.
It's just a little guy. The littlest of guys.
Misunderstood.
You'd really have a lot of little guys on your team.
Dude, it is a very
Really
little guy.
do.
Watch me get Buster in a moment.
Fireman may not be little enough for us. We may have to deny Fireman's entry into the team.
You know, I would, except Fireman is so useful, so...
The witch and her little guys.
That sounds like a party. It sounds like a band name.
It does.
Oh yeah. You think they're like a goth band or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah! Yeah. Switch fighter to witch. Let's go. So switching party members is actually going to be very important in a moment, once we actually hit Lady Luck, because Lady Luck has rules. She likes rules, and so things get chaotic. So fun fact, I can run basically any other part of this game in really any language as long as it's, you know, Roman characters still. I can't run this one because I need to be able to read the rules that the witch has. So like I ran at a German marathon, even though I don't speak any German. Sorry, we got Rat King.
We got
Blessed
the rat.
RNG. I've run at a German marathon because, hi, I can run this game in German. I can't speak German, but I can play this game in German, so that was good enough. Fireman, let's go. We'll give you this, and let's go. Weak to fire, beautiful.
Oh,
Spicy.
see? They won't go to 0, but they'll go to 1.
Oh yeah, they will go down to 1, which is good enough for us. That's all we needed. I did that in part to come over here and obtain this extra die. Instead of it being an upgrade station, it's now just you get an extra dice, which is useful. Rat King, let's go. Rat King is the VIP of these runs. This is the character you want to see, and it's very sad when you don't get to see him.
King is our favorite Pokemon.
Could you imagine? I choose you, Rat King. It's like, oh, hey kids, what's good? I guess.
I mean, if a series can add ghost chandeliers, they can add a Rat King.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Rat King is a little slow to fight, so we're gonna be sitting here for just a minute. Who's got the health to deal with this? You. We'll go to you. Yeah, it's not just the greatest roll, but that's fine. But hey, weakened, which means it doesn't reroll a die, which is helpful for us. Good. We're gonna weaken you, and then we're gonna go over to you, because you'll do fire. Actually, you can do that damage. That works too. Let's see. Sometimes the AI isn't the smartest on the rat with where it's dice. Although it's acting pretty smart tonight. I think it knows that we're on GDQ.
He studied.
Let me see. Math. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna switch over to Witch. Boom, let's go.
Oh, yep.
There we go. Yeah, because she has the things that would do 10 damage. We're gonna heal. The Witch is feeling okay. I'm actually gonna heal a Drain Monster, because I would like to keep Drain Monster fairly far into the fight. Actually, we have another chance. We're gonna heal the Witch. Let's fight Buster and see how we're feeling. We might also grab the Singer. It's a little slower, but I do, for safety reasons, prefer to go in with a slightly bigger team if I can.
We'll just casually take a dragon.
Just a casual. Oh, yes. Okay, here's why we love the Rat King.
Oh, yes. We love the Rat King.
This is why the Rat King can absolutely melt Lady Luck.
So, especially
Rat
once you
King
start.
looks so cute on this side.
Yeah, he
Like,
looks so
he's got a
little.
He's like, I'm happy
know,
now. I'm on the good
He
team.
understood the assignment that he's now part of the Witch and the Little Guys, and so needs to be little.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
good life.
funny because, like, there's so much UI on the screen that we couldn't have the enemies in that corner be any bigger than the dice are, so they all kind of gotta shrink a little bit.
But it works, you know?
Yeah.
Buster, of course, is a boss, which means Buster has more health and takes a minute to get through. okay. We can jam because the soundtrack is so good.
I have been jamming to the soundtrack this entire run, like not lying. It's been good.
We're gonna go back over to Rat, our boy Rat, and let's go.
Oh my gosh. Buster is gonna be so sick.
Just stacking all that poison.
All right, now Buster, please do not hit too hard.
Don't hurt Rat King.
Rat King will live barely. We'll have to heal Rat. Rat cannot do any more damage because, yeah, I can't do that. So, who can take damage right now? Fireman, let's go. Which isn't great because Buster Strong gains fire, but it's still something. And I don't mind if I sacrifice Fireman.
I feel like the fireman should be healed by fire.
You would think so, but sadly, not how it goes.
Yeah, is he in pain all the time? Is that what that means?
Maybe.
We're gonna heal. Which needs to be healed. I'm not gonna go for the singer. I think we've got a big enough party, and I don't want to do more damage to them. All right, let's go. It's time for Lady Luck.
All right. Ooh, she's sinister.
All right, this very dramatic reveal. All right, the witch sang, "You're not very popular out here." I don't need popularity. I have power. She's about to prove that she got power. Animals only take 1 damage. Oh, let's go! Animals only take 1 damage. That is like the biggest, bestest news because
That's good for
can I introduce you to Rat King?
Our littlest
Rat
animal
King's
boy.
time to shine.
Could I
Little boy.
introduce you to a Rat King, perchance? No, once they become on our team, they do not retain their innate passives.
Yeah, you'll also notice Lady Luck rolls all 6s all the time, which is
Cat and
definitely
magic.
fair.
Okay. I'm gonna have to switch to the witch at the end of this turn. Switch to the witch because magic users and hat wearers only take 1 damage. Which is why I, again, have to check every single turn what Lady Luck is going to do.
Yeah, this is why we have to read.
We have to do math.
Green Buster. We're gonna go to Buster.
read.
Reading
What
in
is
my
this?
speedrun?
School?
Reading in my speedrun? I'm a speedrunner. I don't read. Okay. So we went here because Buster is both green, an animal, and floats. So,
It's got it all.
3 damage instead of,
Triple
like,
threat.
a lot. Okay. Issue commandments. All right. Rat King time. Let's go. Let's rat jam.
Stack some more poison.
Nice. Almost got all 6
Poison
of them.
is wild.
All right. So this is entering phase 2 of the fight. Now we're gonna have extra rules. Don't use 5s. No. If damage. Okay. So 6 damage. Okay. Six damage. Okay.
Rules? This is school, isn't it?
This is school. We've been duped.
I have to think. We're gonna go back over to the witch because the witch can do this. Hey, that was a lucky roll. Let's go. That does put me at 10 HP, which is a little scary for labor, but you know, it will be fine. Don't use equipment that has that. Ooh, boy. Okay, we gotta change characters. Who are we gonna sacrifice here? Wicker.
Sorry, man.
Oh, okay. Wicker can be the... Wicker shouldn't die, but it's more of a just in case. I'm gonna chuck off to... Don't use 4s or higher. Oh.
Wow.
Except she only heals 10.
Is it only one time or every time you use a 4 or higher?
How much damage is she gonna do? I don't want to actually go over. I don't want to go over there to. It's just once. It's the once.
Okay.
I don't want to go over to the Rat King. I'm actually just gonna go over to Drain Monster. Hi. Give us some weekend. Let's go.
I couldn't totally tell, but it sounded like when you brought the Drain Monster out, he was like, "Hi."
I think he was.
Oh, okay. Nice.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't seem too thrilled. But you know what? Don't reduce any countdowns. Oh joy. Next turn, all is blind. 6 damage. Well, let's do some more poison.
It's so wild how you have to like kind of hold in your memory like all of the different enemies' equipment.
Huh? It's a lot. So we're gonna be, everything's gonna be blinded. That's okay. Doesn't really matter for this one as long as it's not countdowns. Don't use 3s or lower. Okay, but she only heals.
Okay.
She only heals. Oh, and it's a. Broke the commandment. That's fine.
There is so much poison.
Reduce health to 1. I'm just gonna stay put. I'm gonna let him go down to 1. Because if I can just keep stacking the poison, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be golden. Okay, phase 3. Let's go. I should be able to knock her out fairly fast in phase 3. Assuming we don't get an awful rule. Come on. Tell me what's happening. Okay. Against all odds, let's go. Poison, poison, poison. Heads up for tech time could be coming up very fast here.
All the poison.
So many dice.
How much damage is she doing? 20 damage? Okay, nothing's gonna survive. We're gonna put more poison on her. Let's go.
Oh, and weaken.
Will
Nice.
survive?
And weaken, which is maybe gonna help. Okay, Drain Monster's still gone, but that's okay. We take that.
Well.
She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to, just for safety, because I am slightly terrified that she's gonna do something.
Throw some more poison on there just in
All right,
case.
and that's gonna be time.
Yay!
Oh,
Technically
Put
on
a
one
little
health.
extra poison on.
the poison is
For
so
good
helpful.
measure.
And you'll see she's very happy here. That's because, spoiler alert, as we move into the next scene here, which I won't go through all this because it's very long. Turns out this was her plan. This was how she intended the whole thing to end. So-
You did it.
I did it. Yay!
Wow.
You did it.
Congratulations, Cell.
I did.
Honestly, Dicey Dungeons, what a fun ride. Thank you so much for showing this off. Cell or Kasaki, Marla, do y'all have any shout outs or anything you want to mention before we potentially wrap up? I'm not sure if you're doing any more, so
Do we want to go see Pumpkin Spice?
I kind of do. Not gonna lie.
Then
Takes
let
like
me.
3 minutes, right?
It's like I think I do it typically in like 3.5 minutes. Well,
Richard,
why
can
not?
we make this happen? Can we get a new timer for Pumpkin? Okay, awesome.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
percent.
So the information for this one is Halloween episode, Witch All Fights.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so we're going over to bonus episodes, Halloween special. There's only 3 characters. We're gonna play the witch. I'm gonna pull my notes up because the adrenaline is coursing through me.
Yeah, what was the final time on the Dicey Dungeon run, Richard? Do you know?
I think I saw like a 119, which is not a new PB, but I am still very impressed. That was a really solid run.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So, Witch Owl Fights Halloween Special. This is a unique run because there's no RNG. I just have to do things quickly. I'm gonna put my controller aside so I don't try and do weird things with it. I'm just gonna get my mouse. Yeah, this is all predetermined. I'm gonna shush and not say anything. Marlo and Kazaki, feel free to talk about the cute costumes. And Tippy as well, you're welcome to jump in.
Thank you.
Oh, all right, so.
Believe in you.
All right, time begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
Pumpkins, let's go.
Yeah, no, this is fabulous because to Cell's point, there's no RNG. It's just Cell doing it really well, and everyone is even more adorable.
Aww. Like we get to see everyone's Halloween costumes.
Yes.
Okay, so Frog is kind of like a knight or like a little squire.
It's got a little like Grim Reaper kind of thing.
Okay, little Grim Reaper.
Oh yes, baby squid. I love watching like Cell play this because I always forget what I drew for the costumes.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's amazing.
It's like a new thing for me every time I see this.
Yeah. So we had a Grim Reaper, now we got a little ghost.
Little cute squid baby ghost. Love it.
Also, it's October, everyone, just FYI.
It is.
It's always October for us here.
Yeah. It's October 16th, 2024. You heard it here.
I actually think it's maybe October in 2019.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
We're here on the time capsule. Yeah,
we
Demon
are live just to let y'all know.
Yeah. Demon here is a bonus episode specific character, so you won't see him in the base game.
You
So
have a
is
pretty
Mummy.
good costume. Aww. Oh my gosh, I love the voice of Mummy.
Mummy.
Yeah, so basically the way the
Checking my
witch
notes.
works, the witch is very unique in that she has her little spell book, and you use dice to activate spells and add them to your roster, and then also use dice again to actually make them go off.
Yeah, so you like fill your spell slots and then you
Okay.
activate your spells.
Okay, so this is my favorite monster, Cornelius. He's adorable, and I get to once again call Marlo out because his name is Cornelius, and he's in a hot dog suit instead of a corn dog suit.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
The corn dog suit was at the dry cleaner.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Cuts.
right.
Yeah, Kosuke
Gotta make
brought
do.
this up last time, and I was like, I don't know why I didn't do that. That's a really great question.
Well, I think Cornelius looks beautiful either way.
Goodbye, Cornelius.
He's like, it's Halloween. I'm just doing my day job.
It's like, sorry, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is like parked out back.
It's not going to
All
drive
right,
itself.
and now it's pumpkin spice.
No.
Pumpkin spice. Be prepared for a wall of dice on the screen.
This gets so
Whoa.
wild, so fast.
Oh, I
wall
love
of
this
dice.
design.
Okay, doppel twising. 4, 5, 1, 6. Chisel. 5. 5, doppel twice. 5, 4. Vice grip 1, 6. Chisel 5, 5. Doppel twice.
This
5,
just keeps
4.
going.
I'm just gonna say this out loud because I am a little adrenaline right now.
Yes.
1, 6. Chisel. Okay, I've done this 3 times. 5, 5. We're gonna chisel again, and we are chiseling 4, 4. All right, let's go. It is time to set this up. So we put in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go doop, doop. And that time.
Oh my gosh. Nicely done.
It's so
Oh,
good.
that was worth it. That was worth it.
Oh, let's spin the wheel.
Come on, new
Are we
room.
gonna win the prize? Are we gonna win the prize?
Oh,
You know,
come on.
Guys, I think I'm starting to suspect there's something wrong with this wheel.
I can't wait for like the time you turn on the game and it just gives you the car. And you're like, wait, what?
Hold on a minute.
Hold on. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much, Sel. So now I can ask you, do you have any shout outs or any comments you'd like to add?
Yeah, I do. First, thank you for having me. It is always
of
a great
course.
pleasure to get to showcase this game. It is so good. As I like to tell people, there is literally a run for everyone in this game, whether you want longer runs like the full game one that you saw that has glitches, whether you want things without glitches, if you want just like short little ILs. Most of the ILs are like 5 to 10 minutes. They're not super long. Some of them are very RNG heavy, but some are not. Like, there's a run for everyone in this game. Please come join us. We're a wonderful community. We'd love to see you there. If you want to see more of me, I play a whole lot of indie games, do a lot of speedrunning. You can find me on Twitch at SelcouthMind, or you can find all the rest of my socials at selcouthmind.neocities.org. I also run a marathon called Preventathon, and it's a charity event. We raise money for kids who've experienced really severe abuse, and that marathon's happening May 30th to June 2nd. So it's been shouted out in chat. Would love to come see you hang out. Join me if you're able. Kasaki, Marlo, anything you want to add?
I'm Kasaki. I've recently gotten back into streaming. I stream on Twitch at Kasaki_Tenari. And I'm part of Binary Breakers. We're a speedrunning community specifically for people that don't fit within the normal gender binary. So if that sounds like you, hit me up.
Cool. Yeah, and I guess I'd just love to shout out the team that made Dicey Dungeons. They're all genuinely such lovely people, and I'm so excited I got to work with them. And thanks to Sel for inviting me. I love to watch you play whenever you invite me. So it's always such a blast, and thanks for having me.
Yes, well, thank you all so much for being here. I will say it was lovely having all of you here with me for this run, so thank you so much. But friends, I have to say our time has come to an end here tonight on Time Capsule, but thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in submitting your own speedrun for the show, you can use the command !Time Capsule right here in our Twitch chat, or you can come find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/smoothoperative, and let's talk about it. But for more hot picks, you can always check out the VODs on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And if you're watching this on YouTube from the future and you had a good time with us tonight, make sure to press the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We would appreciate it. Don't forget that Sonic and the Sidekicks will be coming June 1st and 2nd. You can access the schedule right now with the command !Sonic. And if you missed out on any of our shows tonight, stay tuned after the break for the replay of Random Number Generation, followed by Time Capsule. We will be live again this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern for our Hotfix shows Do All the Things, followed by Parallel Universe. Until then, have a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.